What bike were you riding?
Kawasaki ZRX 1200.
Good bike. Yeah, that's a good bike.
Yeah, that's funny. Usually people are like, well, that's why you got to ride a Harley.
Yeah,
Literally.
No, fuck all that, man.
That's a cool bike.
Oh, he's a Harley.
Yeah.
He's a Harley guy, but
Yeah.
you know.
No, honestly,
I mean,
I'm a motorcycle guy.
Yeah.
I've ridden them all. I know what they are. I look at all the magazines. I look at all the bikes. I don't give a fuck. And all those pretentious cunts that ride Harleys and are like, oh, it's not a Harley. You should go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Right.
All of them.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, I'm a van guy personally.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
you look like it. Like you.
Because
It
if I
is
had a
very
helmet,
impressive.
if I had a helmet, I want to be able to have this
Hey.
impressive haircut. Like I have to have the wind blowing.
Your
through
name
it.
should be the Feather Yeti.
Those
dude.
glasses and that hair.
Feather Yeti, dude.
Yeah, you could coax me into a back of a van.
Welcome to Get Heavy Podcast. With your host, Craig Kasamis and Big J Curran.
I should have had a booth just for my hair.
A man at the
Start an Instagram page.
Yeah.
No, this thing is strictly caveman. It is off the internet. It's
Nice.
only for those
It's off
in
the internet.
know, or if you see it in person. I saw it in the wild.
Yeah.
A fella at the Santa Barbara swap had a nickname for him.
Oh yeah.
It was King Mole.
Oh yeah, I'm King Mole now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
King Mole.
Yeah.
I wonder
So
what's
are
that
you
about.
guys doing the swap meet as well, or
Yeah.
just went there to check it out?
Both.
No, we've been doing the swap meet.
So are you guys gonna have a booth this Wednesday?
We will have.
Here?
Nice.
Try your mic in there.
Hello.
There we go. That's better. I think.
Hello.
Oops.
Hello.
Can you hear yourself
We
all
don't
right?
even
Yeah.
have a whole line this weekend.
Nice.
People, the swap cult is thick.
It's
right now.
growing. We're not
Yeah.
joking.
No,
joke.
my
No,
parents are
we're
talking
going.
about bringing some shit down this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
We got the crystal witch.
My lady's
Noels.
bringing a bunch of stuff over there. She'll be there this weekend.
Oh,
too.
really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, this weekend or this week? Because
This Wednesday.
multiple ones.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday's the good one.
It's been
It
crazy.
really
It
is the
is-
good
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
the college one is cool. It's different.
no, it's not.
It's not cool. Or
It's not
different?
cool at all.
No, it's not.
There's still
It-
some
it-
things, bro.
I got
Those guys should be
occasionally,
on LPD.
occasionally.
I got an old school
occasionally.
straight razor there.
Yeah, you got the straight.
Hey, there you go.
But that was a fine note, man. I
You
mean, most
almost
of the time,
got that Pantera scooter helmet
Oh yeah, it had a sick ass
with the
rebel
Republican flag.
Republican. Who called it the Republican flag?
What if Christie's little bro?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
What's
Yeah.
up with that
Flag, man?
Republican?
Oh, that is awesome. That is fucking awesome.
And me and Jay were talking the other day how wild it is that like literally if you see a guy with an American flag, you're like, okay, we know where you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it used to just mean you were kind of a fucking
I think
whatever. You know?
Bill Cooper kind of talked about that in Behold a Pale Horse of like,
Oh, really?
That would be an identity marker for when they come for you.
Mm.
The flag?
Yep.
Mm.
Patriots.
Wait, I mean,
Oh,
it's like when we were talking earlier about my daughter graduating and stuff, and they did the national anthem. I immediately stood up, took my hat off, and put my hand over my heart and stood there and sang the national anthem.
Yeah.
Like
You sang it?
Well, you know how that goes. You just
Yeah.
yeah. But
Wait, are you
immediately
talking about the Pledge of Allegiance or the
yeah,
national
no,
anthem?
Pledge of Allegiance?
The Pledge of
Yeah.
Allegiance.
Either way, it's
I was like,
still,
dude, that's a wild move to sing the
it's Pledge-
national anthem.
Yeah, yeah. It was Pledge of
It's a long
Allegiance.
song.
It was Pledge of
And the
Allegiance.
Rockets red. Oh yeah,
The girl could sing.
Yeah, I bet.
But the whole thing was, I just immediately hat off, stood up, hand over heart, straight to the flag
Right.
immediately. And then I'm like me and like, I think everybody else stood up because I stood up.
Like you started it.
Yeah. Like, I don't,
the wave.
yeah. Yeah. And, then,
Yeah.
and you've seen so many people just kind of standing around, like kind of like looking around and not paying attention to it or being a part of it
Mhm.
at all. You know, and I'm like, I was indoctrinated with it when I was a little kid. Like my whole
Oh,
life,
yeah.
that's what everybody did first thing in the morning, stand
Yeah.
up, pledge allegiance.
Oh, yeah,
I wonder
it's
if
like during school.
Yeah, I wonder if they do it anymore. I don't
I
know.
don't think they require it.
I don't know if they require it, but I
'Cause
think
they
a lot
say
of them
God.
still do it.
They
Yeah.
say
I never said the
Yahweh
God
up
part.
in
Well,
Yahweh,
when I believed it when
Yahweh.
I did, but
Like-
now I don't.
I remember being in high school and being like, "Fuck this."
Vegas and sitting down, and these cholos giving me shit. I'm like,
Oh,
dude, you guys are getting fucked with too. Like,
You're-
why the fuck do you believe in this
you,
shit?
you
Sit the fuck
pre
down.
Yeah,
Kaepernick.
because their parents came over here and worked for it.
Yeah.
You know.
It's fucking Noel Kaepernick over here, dude.
You're a trendsetter, bud.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dude. Give the fucking fist.
I didn't take a knee. I just took a butt. I mean,
Took
I
a
was
seat.
Yeah.
Take a seat, son.
So it wasn't like
Yeah.
a full on.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wasn't
man.
trying to make a point. I was just like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
Yeah, yeah.
Totally. You know.
Yeah, it's a weird one, man.
Just
Well,
mumble
hey, welcome
through
to
it.
Ventura, guys.
Thank
We hear
you.
you've been permanently, temporarily relocated.
Yeah, just
The Astral Butcher Boys,
in
dude.
recovery.
Solar Warden Systems.
We
We
got-
got SoCal now.
We got the
Yeah.
van down at the beach. We're just camping.
Nice,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Not really, but
It's all
Yeah.
come out.
Basically,
Petition. Living in a van down by the river.
Nice,
But
dude.
It's a river.
it's a nomadic.
You're in the land of no
lifestyle.
toilets now, dude.
Yeah,
you know,
right?
you gotta fucking
Oh,
do.
we saw False Confession the other night.
Did you?
It was fucking
That was
ripping.
cool.
Yeah,
In San
they're good, huh?
Bernardino.
Yeah,
Aren't
yeah.
they? They're surprisingly fucking good.
They were tight.
Dude.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
homeboy,
Straight out the old folks home.
Yeah,
Right to the stage.
our homeboy's
You know.
playing
Yeah.
bass with them
Oh, okay.
along.
Uh-huh.
He plays in Self Sabotage.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got
Yeah.
a bunch of bands and like, I don't know. He's pumping life back into them.
Yeah, dude.
fucking
Well, that's what they're
ripping.
doing. That's what they're
Ripping.
smart now. Like Stalag is ripping too, because
Yeah.
they got John singing, and then little Ben Hammond, Ben
Oh,
Halen,
yeah.
fucking plays guitar, and that dude shreds,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
shreds like no one I've ever met.
He's a
You know what I
little
mean?
shredder.
He
I-
fucking
I-
shreds.
I
You know
think
what I mean?
it's hymns.com. I think
Yeah,
it has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, probably.
You know, if you look at the rest of the band, besides the kid playing
Yeah.
guitar, they
Totally.
definitely need some blue chews.
Mhm.
You know, for sure. Mr.
What
Larry
are, one of
White.
the? Do you
Where'd you
remember?
get this guy?
What was there was another band? Fuck.
Oh, the poisoning.
The Poisoning
They play. Was this a Scotty's birthday? Scotty Portugal's?
No,
Oh, it was a
no,
different
it was
show. Okay.
pre-gamer.
in San Bernardino.
Oh, okay.
Saturday.
Okay.
It
Damn.
was at this like cool bar called Screaming Sally's, and it was like this cutty biker bar.
It was
Just,
like a Vagos bar.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
It's like this weird zone off of a freeway.
They had a stripper pole on the outdoor stage.
Dude,
It was
it's so
sick.
good.
It was like horseshoe.
Did
pole.
anyone use it?
Really?
Yeah, some fellas got on.
Yeah,
it.
a couple people got
It's
up
always
there.
the fellas, dude.
Yeah.
This dude was definitely on acid. And
Yeah.
he got on it, like climbed to the top and was like, yeah.
So good. man.
Started a chain reaction. It
Nice.
was good.
So you guys have been cruising around. You've been down here for a minute, right? I know
Yeah.
you're rehabbing.
Yep. Yeah.
You got in a bad motorcycle accident,
did,
right?
yeah.
Lucky to be alive.
So they say.
Yeah.
No, but yes.
Yeah.
In all seriousness.
But
Yeah.
it's how long you guys been down here a few months? You've been able to get to
A
some
couple
shows
of
and shit?
weeks.
Two turns of the swap. So
Yeah.
Two swaps.
Yeah,
Is
two
that how you live
swaps.
your
Yeah,
life?
that's
One
how
swap at a
timing
time,
is
dude.
now.
Swap
Yeah.
cycles.
it's like, what day is it? Okay, we gotta look towards Wednesday.
That's awesome.
gotta-
man.
Fuck, we just
Hustle
did
till
5, or
Wednesday.
I did 5.
You did 5 in a row. I missed yesterday.
You did
'cause
4 and a half.
The
I'll
Pink
say that.
Mist party at Pink Mist Garages went pretty late.
Oh, okay.
We
There
didn't
you
even stay that late either.
4 in the morning.
Oh, what?
Oh, damn.
go. Yeah.
There's bonfires and stories.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Pink
crispy,
Mist
dude.
fucking
the
ripped
best.
us.
They're very
oh
good, dude.
my god.
Yeah.
I
They're
mean,
very good.
We've seen them a bunch, as I'm sure you guys have too. But
Yeah.
they're
Jay hasn't. Jay has no idea.
do yourself a favor, bud.
He'll never do
Pink
it.
Mist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll love them.
We've only played
can
with him
already
like
tell.
15 times and all the shows you never showed up to. So,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
I showed up to one.
I mean,
Come on, man.
Was it at his bar?
no,
That's
he
the
won't
only
even
one.
let
I
us
won't let him
fucking
play at my
in
bar.
his bar,
Yeah,
dude.
no.
That's the fucked up
no,
part.
I
isn't
like
it?
to keep some clients.
No, yeah, we heard the business model
Yeah,
outside over
it
tri-tips.
works.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
having
I'm not
worked
trying
at
to hide
bars,
it.
I understand.
I get it. I get it too.
There you go.
Yeah.
he's
Appreciate
aiming
that.
a little higher.
Yeah.
He's aiming higher, dude.
Pink
Yeah.
Mist.
Be
Pink
careful
Mist. Pink
how
Mist.
high you raise your hand like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hi-yo.
I know you only got
Yeah.
one. You're probably
Yeah.
pretty excited to use
This,
it.
this episode's about lineage.
Yeah, totally.
No,
It's
I
about
think you were trying to say
parody,
he
motherfucker.
would fall off.
Yeah.
Pink Mist.
They're fucking dialed.
Yeah,
in.
they're awesome.
All right, cool.
Oh man,
They're very good.
Make
I
you feel
depend
a
on the
certain
kid
way.
of the crew to occasionally turn me on to some new music.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
still stuck at, Zeppelin and
There's just
Hendrix
nothing wrong
and
with
Eric B. and Rakim.
Oh, okay. That's quite a mix.
I like that.
Eric
that.
B.
Jumped a few generations, but
Yeah,
it's
totally.
good.
A few genres, maybe. You know what I mean? Still the same amount of drug use.
Music
though.
is
Yeah.
love. Music is love. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So you guys have been enjoying Ventura, I would
Definitely.
assume, right? Getting
Yeah,
you out of the
Seeing-
fucking.
going hiking, going to the beach.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many fucking dead seals in my life.
Dude,
Really?
what's going on
I
right
grew
now?
up
I don't
on
know.
the
I never
beach.
noticed.
Huh.
Lack of food.
Yeah, probably.
That's
Yeah.
what I heard. There's
Yeah.
too many of them.
AIDS.
Culling.
It's a big AIDS outbreak.
Yeah.
breaking when seals ran.
Salades.
I'm like, okay, tell me more.
I have no idea.
I've heard of feline.
Yeah,
ants.
it's totally, man. I have no idea. I haven't noticed.
We saw.
Well, the seagulls definitely have food, so that
Yeah.
works.
We
Yeah.
saw a pelican
Yeah.
get fucked
Yeah.
up on the beach. the other
Oh,
day.
did you
He
really?
got body slammed by a wave real hard. And
Oh, dude.
got in the middle of a kickball game. It was fucking.
Do you guys-
nightmare.
Do you guys by chance check out Craig's the Get Heavy on Instagram?
The
Yeah,
stories.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you see the one? It was one of the most fucking disturbing things I've
The
ever seen
bear
in my
and the
life.
moose?
No,
No, that one was bad.
That was
Yeah,
bad
that was
too.
bad.
That was
Like,
bad. The crow.
2 days. Ago.
Yeah.
The
No, I
crow.
didn't.
There's this one that he posted where it's an hawk, or I'm guessing a hawk.
Oh
it's
yeah,
a
I
hawk.
did
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
where
shit.
it's just
That was
sitting there
fun.
holding
Just
it down
hold-
by its
clawing
throat.
it.
Yeah.
Did it have
Holy
this claw in
shit,
his
it was
eyeball
just-
just bleeding
going
out?
down the
Yeah, and it's
I
sitting
don't know
there.
if you
It's
know this,
sitting there.
Noel, but I love that
No,
shit.
it's all
I mean-
sitting there. It's this. It's.
I like this
it's-
shit too. I
It's
just
this.
didn't see this video.
It's a crow, and the crow's
Yeah.
laying on its back, and it's got its wings up, and it's kind of got the wings surrounding this eagle or falcon or whatever it was.
It's a hawk.
But it's sitting there, hawk. Okay, yeah, hawk. Could have been a falcon.
It
I
couldn't.
don't need your correction.
wasn't.
All right,
It wasn't.
Sunshine.
but
pipe
it wasn't
down.
a seagull.
My-
okay.
It definitely wasn't.
You
a
Story
posted
time,
my
story
story.
time.
But it's sitting there, and this hawk is just got its claws around its throat, and it's just pinching off its throat and just holding it down. And this crow just keeps trying to get away.
Mhm.
And this hawk is just like hanging out, holding it by its throat, and every once in a while reaches down and pecks it in its face, like trying to take its eye out. And it was like a minute of
It was
this.
a-
It
Where were
was-
the other crows?
Hey,
no one's helping
that's
that.
exactly what I thought.
Isn't there
too.
supposed to be a murder?
And then I'm feeling bad about the fact that this crow's getting fucked up. But
Yeah.
then I've also watched how many times have I watched crows like hammering a falcon or hammering an eagle, and I'm like, man, fuck that crow, dude. You know,
It's
it
a
was
natural
but it was
order.
brutal.
It is.
It was
What did
brutal.
we see the other day when we were up on the mountain still? Like a snake was crossing the road
Mhm.
and it jumped and completely, and it was out and going towards out.
Really?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never seen. I didn't know.
It
it
like
was
literally
like that.
jumped and moved the
Completely
opposite
180
direction. Yeah.
degrees, but it was like in the air, and then it was going
Whoa,
the
really?
opposite direction.
That's
out,
awesome,
And we were
dude.
like, whoa! And he must have
Felt the
felt
vibes.
the road, you know, like
Yeah.
that was pretty trippy. I didn't know that they could move like that, you know.
No, I don't think any
They're
of us did.
surprisingly agile.
I
those
think
fucking
that was
things.
one of those
Yeah.
ninja snakes.
Well, it didn't look
Ninja-
agile. That was
Yeah.
the thing.
Oh,
Snakes
okay.
are usually, you know, sometimes
Yeah.
when you see a cat fuck up, you're
Yeah.
like usually you're agile.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, it's like real ugly. That's,
Yeah.
It was not pretty looking. It was crazy looking. It was, like,
It was unnatural.
it was very
was
unnatural,
unnatural
but it
That's
lived.
that's what it looks
Yeah.
like when Craig tries to tie his shoes.
folded
It's
in
a,
half.
it's a lot more heavy breathing.
Yeah, yeah.
Totally.
Oh,
Do you
fuck,
think-
I got to do the other
Have
one
you
now.
walked into a room and you're just on the floor doing it on the floor? Like it might be quicker. or
Sideways.
something?
I'm just laying on my bed. Just fucking,
It's not what you think.
yeah, totally. dude.
I've been having to find creative ways to tie my shoes.
Oh, I
Like
bet,
this
yeah,
one, like I
yeah.
get a chair and a little stool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as he wears
Are
slip-ons.
you-
Like, come on.
Okay.
I wore slip-ons today for
I
convenience.
think he
Are
only
you
has
right-handed?
slip-ons.
I am.
How long
So-
have you been mobile? Like,
So
because you were pretty fucked up,
yeah,
right? I mean, do you want
I
to tell
mean,
people what happened or what?
I crashed a motorcycle.
Mhm.
Deer jumped out in front of me. I
Oh, man,
swerved
that's
to
fucking nightmare,
avoid
man.
it.
Mhm.
Dumped the bike, came up on the other side of the road in a ditch, hitchhiked back to the farm,
Yeah.
went to the hospital. After about 4 or 5 days of morphine and surgery, got out. He came and picked me up.
Mhm.
Back on the farm for 2 weeks, and that was like, I don't know, I couldn't like not quiet myself. I was like, had this urge, I needed to be up and moving to prove to myself that I
Sure,
wasn't,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
destroyed or something.
Right. What
And
was the
just
extent of the
boredom.
damage? Like, what actually?
I separated my shoulder and
Okay.
I have 2 fractures in my wrist.
Wow.
So you went down on your right side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? And this is just me, but what bike were you riding?
Kawasaki ZRX 1200.
Good bike. Yeah, that's a good bike.
Yeah, that's
I would-
funny. Usually people are like, well, that's why you got to ride a Harley.
Yeah.
Literally.
No,
Everybody-
fuck all that, man.
everybody.
You're the
That's-
first
yeah,
one, like,
no,
that's
man.
a cool
Oh,
bike.
he's a Harley.
Yeah.
He's a Harley guy, but
Yeah.
you know.
No,
I know,
I honestly,
I mean-
I'm a motorcycle guy.
Yeah.
I've ridden them all. I know what they are. I look at all the magazines. I look at all the bikes. I don't give a fuck. And all those pretentious cunts that ride Harleys and are like, oh, it's not a Harley. You should go fuck yourself.
Right.
All of them.
Yeah.
Go fuck
Oh,
yourself.
I'm a van guy personally.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
you look like it. Like you.
Because
It is very impressive.
I want to be able to have this
Hey.
impressive haircut. Like
Your-
I have to have the wind blowing.
Your
through
name
it.
should be the Feather Yeti.
Those
dude.
glasses and that
Feather
hair.
Yeti, dude.
Yeah, you could coax me into a back of a van. I'm telling you right now.
I'm in
Look
there
at that.
right now. dude.
Candy or not.
Hey, get that little bass in your voice. I'm done. I'll roof you
Hey,
myself.
guys,
Come
you
on.
like
Hell
music?
yeah.
I got Topo
Hell yeah.
Chincos.
I'll be like,
Oh
hey,
my God.
Cosby, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, the fucking Feather Yeti, dude.
Oh, that's
Feather
it.
Yeti.
The Feather
Got it.
Yeti.
Right.
Hey, and I'm a van freak, man. I have a 71 sedan DeVille Cadillac.
Whoa.
The only fucking reason I don't have a van is because I have to spend so much money on that Cadillac already, or I'd have one. I had a 77 Chevy G20.
Wait, but does
short
that
van.
Cadillac make you money?
It can. you know,
It will.
yeah.
It
Well,
will.
where are you going with that, you
I love it. I
fucking
was like,
creeper?
dude, I-
What are you doing?
Yo,
Hijacking kids and selling them on the black market?
Hey, now,
Golly.
hey now.
Oh, the swap meet. That's right. The swap
Swapping.
meet. Yeah.
You know how easy it would be to get some like steal people at the SWAT meet? That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Do you know how many of them would enjoy it? I got
Whoa.
a sister-in-law that goes to
Whoa.
swap meet all the time. I know she's into it.
Yeah, why not?
Machi.
Send her to our booth.
Oh, you'll see her. You guys
Yeah,
will
she'll
definitely
be there.
see her. Yeah, she's there at all the shows. She's amazing.
Yeah,
she's,
that's
she's
funny.
such a great human. But
But yeah, you're rocking the van, dude.
what do you
Not on-
have?
I just have an Econoline.
Right.
Dude,
Oh,
that's, the
get the
fun-
that's all.
You know,
That's-
this is
you
the
know.
best.
Just
Dude, the swap meet is the brotherhood of broken Econolines. It's
Right.
all white Econolines, and sometimes they're tagged. Usually they just all have like their own distinct, it's like their own like thumbprint of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
But dude, it's been wild. Sometimes I've looked in to where these guys get out to go like pay for their gate, you know,
Mhm.
and it's like there's barely room. Like I don't know how a human fits
Sits
in
in
there. Like,
there.
yeah, and there's not even room for their leg. Like somehow they're in there operating these trucks, and it's like, oh, it's wild.
Yeah, man.
Because it's their whole. They don't care about making money. It's not about that. It's about the.
Yeah, they're just
They're just the experience. That's it. You know,
Mhm.
and it's understandable. Like I'm listening to you guys talking about it and going down there and doing the whole thing. I'm envious.
Oh, it
You
rules.
know, I have to make money.
Yeah.
I grew up in that environment.
Yeah.
It's hard to get away from. Like my aunt's husband sold discounted foods at the Santa Cruz flea market, like
Nice, dude.
dented
That's-
cans and shit.
Yeah, hell
And,
yeah.
like,
The can't I got a guy I work with that's all of what we're talking about. He'll maybe be there tomorrow or
what's
Wednesday.
his name? We might know.
His name's Andy.
Hmm.
Andy McDuffie, and he doesn't go all the time because he has to work, but he's got to burn off some sick time, so he's been going. But he is such a character that. But it's that the whole process of it. The whole thing is just I love it. I think it's great. The way everybody knows each other.
Yeah.
You know, and what you're the second or third guest that's been down here going, oh, I can't wait to go to the swap meet on Wednesday.
I mean,
Right.
We
You know.
bring like
Well, this
punk
one's
re-
like or sorry.
we bring
cut you off.
punk records and shit
Right.
in the van, and punks come by and like, hey, there's not.
Well, and you guys
The
are
girls I'm
yeah.
talking about that are going to be there on
Yeah.
they're
they're
old
they're
school
old school punks.
nardcore.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
like
it is
OG
you guys are
nardcore
selling the
hookers.
shit that we wish we could have scored. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
you might have been
I mean,
lucky
we're
enough to
dig-
score at
we
some
go
swap
dig,
meets. You
we
know?
go dig.
Yeah.
It's a mixture
elsewhere.
of everything.
Well, of course, but you know, it's.
I mean, some of the coolest shit I did get was at swap meets. I mean, the
Mhm.
coolest records I got were junkies usually
yeah,
because it was like that desperation.
that's
Yeah.
nothing better than a fucking desperate.
But usually they
flag,
like good music too. So
Yeah, totally, man. Yeah, they used to
Up
be into
until
punk
they
rock.
lose it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But hey,
Fuck
they're lost my game.
that.
Yeah.
That's how
Our
I feel.
game.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
put it out into the general public as
Yeah,
well. You know,
that's true. You're always sharing the fucking.
mean,
and you talked about last time, you know, how you are able to let go of shit now, right? I mean, a lot
it's-
more now.
I mean,
yeah,
it's kind of healthier and funner, and it's
Right.
just part of the hustle of it. Or it's now you can just look at something real quick and be like, is it broken or not? Or if it is broken, how broken is it?
Hmm.
'Cause I like fixing shit and like finding just like someone's just cast off, and it's like, oh, we can make this work, or like
Mhm.
add something else to it. You know?
Tell him Jimmy's theory.
Jimmy's theory.
Money out of trash, buddy.
Money at a track. Future money.
Future money.
Future money.
Yeah,
Is that Jimmy's?
Well, Jimmy would like have like washers and like screws and like guitar picks and be like, "Well, this is future money." Like when it all crumbles. And
Oh,
there's, like,
when everything
nothing, it's
falls
back to, like,
apart.
trade. Yeah, like
You're like, man, I just need a fucking washer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
but,
hey,
dude,
Handful of seashells.
yeah, totally.
you
man.
never know what you're gonna need them for.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
might
I
be
think
wiping your ass with 3 seashells.
people would need
Demolition
to
man.
kind of
Yeah.
get more comfortable with that as like system again, because it's gonna get back to something like we're too comfortable with the system that clearly isn't working for us.
Right.
And this kind of off market underground market. It's weird too, because some people aren't comfortable shopping within an underground market.
Mm.
Like I've talked to my dad and I'm trying to explain like tattoo shops. It's like, well, it's like a black market, an underground. And he was like, but why? I'm like, well, dude, because you can show up and I can tell you to fuck off and you can leave and it doesn't matter.
Right.
And now Yelp reviews are like changing all
Sure.
that. But at one point you had a controllable market
Mm-hmm.
that they got to dictate everything.
Mm,
You don't really
mm.
get that a lot. And the swap meet is that, because
It is that. Yeah.
you walk up and I don't like you, I don't have to sell you shit. You
Right.
you can fucking leave. And it's like, cool. But
Yeah. Who are
it's
they
not
going to complain
McDonald's
to?
or
The next
Starbucks.
guy.
Like,
Yeah.
why didn't
Yeah,
this get
that's
made
true.
right? Dude, I saw this cup of water the other day and it had the girl's name. She ordered water in a cup. It's free. And it still had her name and a tag. It's like, why is Starbucks printing out tags
On a
for
water?
free water? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That's-
what the
it has
fuck
to be
is that?
tracked, dude. It has to be tracked.
It's not
you know?
even a track. I think that's just one of those things that just got stuck in the middle there. And someone's like, hey, we don't actually have to print this for it. But it's just like
Yeah.
they just inherited this problem and never
Yeah.
bothered to deal with it, you know?
Yeah. There's a true a trueness to the haggle, to the fucking swap meet, to the dealing with people. I think there's a lot of there's a lot of lessons to be learned. You know what I mean?
That's the biggest part for everybody.
Mhm.
Like it's like whatever you got for whatever price you got. If I can get it for what makes me feel good, that's all that really matters.
Everybody wins.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the best part about any sales of anything. You know, is if I can come along and see that you have an album that I want, you got that album for $2, and I give you $12 for it.
Mhm. Win-win.
You know, I walk away happy.
Right.
There's
You
a
know?
certain amount of like rejecting the normal consumerist ideology within the swap as well, of
Mm.
like this secondhand goods, or just you're not supporting a major corporation, you're supporting a literal person right in front of you
I
that's
love it.
receiving that money
Love
that's going to further their endeavors. It's
Yep.
beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Give them enough gas to get back to Oakland.
Exactly.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they literally can't afford it anyway now.
Yeah.
Gas is
Yeah.
fucking
No
insane.
shit.
Or just to make it to the next fucking swap.
Right. Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I like glasses. Like I love your glasses, man. They're fucking dope.
Judge.
Yeah, and so I'm a big glasses freak, and every time I go to any swap meet anywhere, I walk around and look at every time I
He's
see
been looking for the
glasses, I
Same.
look at glasses.
Yeah.
I've only found a pair once,
Huh.
and it was walk up, look at the glasses, and they were like this metal frame glass that has these wings on the side. They are some of the dopest fucking glasses I got. And when I saw them, I was like,
Yeah.
can I see those? Like, yeah. Like, oh, these are all right, man. How much do you want? I'm like, $3. I could not I think that my erection probably picked the glasses up off the table. I was so fucking excited.
Put it in the
I
bag
mean,
for you.
They're a legitimate metal frame glass that have a safety glass type side thing, but they're
Yeah.
not safety. They're fucking ridiculous.
Right.
$3.
Right.
If I never fucking find anything at the swap meet again, I will always have that deal.
This
There's
one
you
no
know,
fines. too.
yeah, this
It's
one
you'll
time.
never forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel the same way when I find like a really good, solid worn in pair of assless chaps. You know what I mean?
Oh,
We
I got a
actually,
pair right now,
oh,
actually.
preach,
50
preach.
bucks, bud.
Nothing
missed
better
out
than
on
you
the
and
tassel
Ass's
ones
chaps.
I had, dude.
I have a question.
All
here,
right,
Beth,
let's hear it.
And you're a biker. You've
Yeah.
got a bike in the
Mhm.
garage here. What are non-assless chaps? Leather
I'm
pants?
not, yeah, leather
They're
pants.
leather
Yeah.
pants.
Dickless
Yeah.
chaps?
Dude,
Crotchless
yeah.
chaps?
Yeah.
I've never,
Is
for the
there-
record, I've never, have you ever worn chaps, like
Oh,
legit
fuck
chaps?
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
I've never
yeah.
gone on like
Yeah.
long ass rides where
Yeah.
you need them. You know what I mean? But
I
I
didn't
mean,
I didn't wear them. I wouldn't wear them. Didn't wear them. for years,
Yeah.
and then I got hypothermia twice.
Yeah.
And then
I could see there's a
after that, I
real
went,
need
okay.
for
I'm
him.
gonna tell you,
Yeah.
after my crash, I wish I was wearing my fucking
Hey,
chains.
Oh, I bet.
that's
yeah.
real too.
Yeah, like,
You know.
I got some road rash on my legs that wouldn't have been there. From
Yeah.
that, so-
100%, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should have seen the belt.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Punk belt.
I'm wearing it, but
Oh,
I don't
yeah?
want to take it.
Were,
off.
were you wearing shorts or
No, I was just denimed out. I had like a
Okay.
cone spike belt. I should probably take it off for.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just-
yeah.
You got some
I
fucking,
feel
got some
like-
rips.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
dude.
I'm in.
Oh, you wore it out real good, dude.
Right there, big time.
Yeah.
Wow.
That saved my fucking back right there. That
Yeah,
thing
dude.
in My,
Yeah, I
can
my
see that.
denim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So,
know,
hey, life.
I'm the biggest hypocrite, you know, because I don't wear shorts anymore, but I'll wear tennis shoes. And I've seen people,
When you ride, really?
yeah, oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
Damn.
riding right now wearing tennis shoes.
Holy shit. No way.
Yeah.
Bad
And I've
boy.
seen people had their foot
Yeah.
what do they call it?
Grenaded, dude.
Degloved.
No, degloved. I've seen degloved feet, and I've known, you know, and I know that, you
Wouldn't
know,
it be de-shoed at that point?
Yeah.
Or
it
right?
would.
well, the shoe's gone.
Yeah, shoe's
Once
gone.
the shoe's
shoe's
gone, the skin comes
yeah.
off.
The
and then
shoe
that's
is out.
degloved.
It's a
yeah,
wrap.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
gnarly,
brutal,
man.
dude.
Yeah, and it's part of, you know,
You're rolling the dice, getting
Yep.
on that murder cycle, baby.
every
It's,
day.
it's
You know.
they always say it's not if when, right?
Yeah.
That is the thing with motorcycles, dude. And that's, you know, I grew up around a bunch of fucking savages that didn't wear anything, helmets, fucking, you know what I mean? Like running from the cops, the whole deal.
Pants at least.
Yeah, I mean they'd wear
I'll
pants,
tell
like
you,
just
good day.
basic jeans, you know.
when I was younger and I first got a motorcycle, I was
Yeah.
15 years old.
Right? Yeah.
And I rode all the time in some tennis shoes, shorts, tank top,
Sure. Yeah.
white, you know, I mean, I didn't think nothing of it. No helmet,
Yeah.
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
and they bitched when they started the helmet law and then only wore like a skull cap for years. Now I
Right.
wear a full face helmet.
Yeah. Now I'm like, I'm full face. I fucking, if I'm gonna
So where does
ride,
your
I
beard
really
go
wear.
when you put on a helmet like that?
where does it go?
Yeah.
Right out the bottom and
Right
up
out the
out the
bottom.
sides.
Yeah.
It's
man.
not all
You
like-
tuck it
Yeah.
in your
It
mouth.
It doesn't look
No.
super cool, you know. If
No,
you really
I
want,
wear my helmet's a full face helmet, so
Oh,
it's
yeah,
got a
it gets
chin bar
on.
that comes down.
right?
I had this old buddy, old tattooer guy who's passed, but Richard Stell, and he had this huge ass beard.
Mhm.
It was cool because you would do that weird
Mm-hmm.
tie dread thing.
Yeah, I would
It's
braid
so
mine
wild.
every once in a while if I was gonna,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like when I was doing jujitsu a lot, I would fucking braid mine into two because it was a real that was a real
Or-
nightmare.
But did you
You're
braid
fucking-
when you went to Del Taco too?
No,
Really? Just let it get all in there.
Flavor saver.
yeah, dude, yeah. I never, yeah, but
Yeah,
when I
this
was
is a
doing
real
jujitsu
one.
or anything that was gonna matter, dude, like I'd fucking braid it in two because it's a problem, dude.
Yeah.
But then you get off your bike and your beard looks like it's been through a fucking nuke.
Yep. Yeah.
But also your face isn't ground to pulp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, dude.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know. But yeah, I'm a total pussy now, full face. If I could
I mean,
ride, I got a leather jacket. I'm fucking
Wind
doing the thing.
burn
you know?
is real. And if you ever rode
Oh,
in
yeah.
a
Oh,
faceless
I-
helmet in the rain, like
Mhm.
get the fuck out
I-
of here.
I-
dude.
I ride a lot and I'll go on trips wearing a full face helmet. And at some point in time, my nose is chapped.
Mhm.
I'm
Mm.
putting
Got bag
block
balm.
along my
Mhm.
up underneath my nose and stuff
Mhm.
because it's so dry and just
Right, right.
rough, man. And usually I try to wear a long sleeve shirt and it's 100 degrees outside, but I'm still wearing a long sleeve
Right,
shirt.
Yeah.
And
Gloves.
Yeah.
Fucking
gotta have
Well,
gloves.
Chuck Taylors,
Yeah.
right? No.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
When I go on long rides and I do that stuff, it's
Yeah.
usually boots or like
Yeah.
a good solid leather shoe.
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm glad you're alive, dude.
I'm
Yeah.
I mean,
fuck-
fuck. I
Here-
saw you post that. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
man?
it was a weird.
Yeah.
This is a good segue. As serendipitous of just things. Murphy's Law. Like
Mm.
I was sitting hospice with my grandma in
Mm.
Santa Cruz and went back up to the mountain to get this bike to take back down to Santa Cruz to
Mm.
continue sitting hospice with her.
Right.
I got in this wreck. She died the night I got out of surgery.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had
Yeah, we
reached
talked.
out to you
Yeah.
because you had just lost
Yeah, I
your
think our
grandma.
grandparents within like a day of each other
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that. Yeah. It was rough, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking weird, just really weird getting that phone call in the hospital. Like, oh my fucking God,
Yeah.
I fucked up.
Yeah. Well, and you
But
just, you know, you have
you never
nothing
know.
but it was, especially when you lose. My grandma was so important to me, dude. You know what I mean? Like she was literally, my mom obviously has always been there, but she was, you know, fucking my only real grandma that, you know what I mean? Like was there for us, took care of us. Every time we walked in the house, there's fucking bright pudding, there's cookies, you know, she was the true definition of a grandma, you know?
Totally.
And man, and I lost a cousin, you know what I mean? Like that I didn't really know very well about 10 years ago. I haven't lost anyone in my family, dude. So this is like the first one that really like fucking hit me. You know
How are you doing with it?
I'm good. My mom, you know, I'm good. I'm dealing with my grandpa now, who's 84 years old. And man, is he fucking, I feel more bad for him now at this point than I did for myself when my grandma passed. Because
I'm sure
to watch a man that's been married for 50 fucking something years, you know, and I don't even want to get into it. I'm sorry, Jay. It's rough, dude. It's fucking rough.
Are we being insensitive right now?
Well,
no, man, no. We've heard this all. Everybody understands. I lost my wife a couple years now.
Yeah,
and it wasn't 50 years. It was.
Yeah.
It was. We were together about 10 years, and she was the most incredible human being I've ever met in my life, and it's fucked. But it is what it is, man. You know, I was fortunate I had the time that I had with her. I wish I could have had more time.
Yeah.
You know, and then I lost my mom.
Yeah.
And then I lost my dog.
Oh.
Yeah. But it does. I mean, the bottom line
country
is,
song.
Yeah, dude, if I fucking listen to country, I'd be all over it. It's just, man, we go through this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and I was talking to my best friend today, and we were sitting around and bullshit, and we were talking about how lucky we've been, you know, because, you know, your motorcycle accident, man, I've got a half dozen friends dead.
Yeah.
You know, and the fact that I haven't fucking, you know,
biffed it yourself.
Yeah. I my bike's, you take a look at it when we're done, you'll see I ride the shit out of it. I ride all the time, and I'm not safe. I'm not like, I don't like, you know, I'm that guy that everybody else goes, oh shit, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? And so, but we're just talking about how lucky.
Confidence for you, do you think?
Yeah, I'm an offensive writer, and I'm not defensive. I'm not trying to be defensive. I'm not trying to wait for you to do something and then I'm going to react. I'm going to do something and you can react. And if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. I don't care. You know what I mean?
It's the freedom of two wheels.
Yeah. And I piss a lot of people off a lot, but you're pissed off at me. You know, I'm there.
Yeah.
Or you don't know I'm there, and then you run me off the road and go, oops.
Right.
So I don't think, you know, it's just being more offensive. Totally.
You're seen.
Yeah.
Or they didn't even see you.
Bingo.
You got run off the road and they're still texting like, where's the fucking Arby's?
Hey man,
what just happened?
I mean, today riding up to Santa Barbara, and I'm, you know, I see somebody that, like, all these people, because people can talk about like what assholes people are when people are riding or whatever, but my experience, and I ride more than most, my experience is that majority of the people are really cool. Majority of the people get out of your way. Majority of the people do what they can to be accommodating, and if they do fuck up, you can see the panic and the stress in their face of like, oh shit,
I'm sorry.
Oh my God. You know what I mean? It's not like when I was a kid and people would fucking open doors on you and cut you off intentionally. Majority of the people are good people, man.
Right.
You know, but that being said, 90% of the fucking time when somebody does some asshole bullshit right now, I can get up next to them and they're still looking at their fucking phone.
Oh, yeah.
Still. You know, I had that happen like 3 times a day where I'm like, you motherfucker, move over. And then I get up and you just see some old white dude that can't fucking use his phone normally, let alone when he's driving, and he's driving with the phone right up in his face, and he's like, stop.
What is the best Sublime song? I mean, having driven.
Hey, wait a minute, man. Next time you fucking say something like that, let's do a little older, all right, bro? Sublime. That's not that fucking old, bro. Let's do it like looking for a Merle Haggard song or something.
You know what's funny? I was working the tattoo shop, and we were trying to listen to mellower music. You know? And then it's like, well, you can't put jazz on. That's just too much
fucked up
on.
for tattoo.
So I try to put like mellow country on, and I put on some like mellow Waylon. And the old dude was like, what am I like that old? And I was like, this actually isn't for you. Like we were like, it's not even for you, dude.
Yeah,
it's for
yeah.
us. But like it was funny his reaction. Like he thought we were ripping on him by just like, why would we sit here and listen to in his mind shitty country? Or, I don't know. It was like really weird.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then that dude was like late 50s, early 60s, and had no concept of whaling. So
What?
Sublime or nothing, dude.
Right.
Honestly, he was just like. It was
He
like
just saw
up
this
and
in a
over his head.
fucking-
We're like,
an
oh, it's
offense,
Waylon
dude.
Jennings, and he was still just like, what? Like he was like, it was weird. He was offended by the country.
That is a
and then it was too old for him.
real white dude.
He just didn't.
When
like
you don't
man.
like, that's real fucking white. That's white,
But then
white,
like,
white,
what did
white.
he want to hear? What would have been like cool?
Kenny
Like
G.
Yeah.
Jackson
No,
Brown or
Stained,
something?
probably
Yeah.
Stained. Yeah,
I think
just
Sting was,
Live.
I feel like Sting would
I
have been a
swear
little
to God,
offensive to
you
that.
fucking young assholes. Everything you fucking twats just named are like 40-year-old music. Like if you're gonna go, I can't even like think of anything like what is it? The fucking I see. I can't. It's the
ZZ Top is where you stop.
one kind of. You know what I mean?
I'm
But there's
I'm a
that.
fan of
There's
that.
that.
Yeah.
So hopefully we all are. But
Yeah.
like there's a like the Osmond family. Like there's those people that they never got past like that jazzy.
Osmond's ripped,
Dude,
man.
Crazy Horses.
Crazy Horses.
Crazy Horses.
Have you heard that song?
I'll be listening to that.
Oh
when I
my
leave
god,
tonight.
it's a jam.
They
Yeah.
have some fucking.
It's wild jam.
There's some other shit that's like, whoa.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what it
pretty
was?
crazy.
I forget what band they went on tour with, but like
Really?
they went on tour with the Temptations or something. And
Okay.
then after that, they were like,
Ooh.
They started getting
Yeah.
nerves.
one of them got
Ripping
laid or something,
funk.
and then they
Yeah.
got like, they
That's
weren't
good.
so
I'm a
white.
big funk fanatic, huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely be checking that out.
Oh, dude, you haven't heard
listen to-
Crazy Horses, man?
Do you
That's
ever
a
do you ever
wild
go
song.
from Temptations like bebop Temptations and then get into the funk Temptations? I mean, that fucking Psychedelic Shack's one of the greatest fucking albums in my mind.
That's a
period,
cool time
man.
frame, dude.
Oh,
It's all like,
if I was to be like, hey, look, I'm gonna go back at any period of time, I want funk pre-cocaine. Like funk when it was just weed
and
and
speed.
speed. Well, no, it wasn't speed. They didn't. It was weed and psychedelics,
A
and
little
then
bit of booze. mixed in
and
there,
booze.
too.
Yeah, but
There
it
was
wasn't
some speed
like
in
you
there,
can
man.
see where the
I'm sure
cocaine
there's some
shit.
speed in
Yeah.
there.
Black folks didn't do speed, man.
We're
I've been around them for years. They didn't
They
fuck
don't
with
think they
speed
did
too much,
crystal,
bro.
but I think it was like the
Black
bennies and
Beauties or
shit.
something.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah,
You're looking at
kinda.
fucking James
But they were
Brown,
still
bro. Come on.
they're still
Just
it was
sweating
all heroin.
buckets.
It was all
Yeah.
heroin, and it was heroin, weed.
Excuse me.
everyone did
It's
speed.
pronounced Heron, dude.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
see.
Everyone
Heron.
did speed though. That
Yeah.
was the thing. It was,
Horse
it wasn't,
for
it was
sure.
like
No,
tea.
you're not. No, you're not.
But it's not. It wasn't speed. Then it was just pills.
Speed.
Okay, but
69, dude.
still, even then, it wasn't. That was always a white people thing. That was always a biker thing more than anything else. Was
I'm talking
Coun-
pre-crystal,
country
dude. I'm
and-
talking about like Mommy's Little Helper shit, like where everyone did it.
Yeah,
like,
Black
kids would,
Beauty,
like,
everybody
fucking
now
the whole deal,
doing
dude.
Xanax or
in a way, yeah. Like
yeah.
I mean, at this point,
Yeah.
and that's an interesting what you say. I do agree with a lot of it, but then you bring up the Xanax thing, and it's funny now how pills and drugs have no walls, or they used to have like, oh, those people do that.
Yeah.
Everyone does everything now.
Well, dude, my
You know,
grandma.
and it's like it's a trip, and like I think that's another thing that isn't really talked about is this kind of like the people that would have been like junkies are now pill buyers, but
Mhm.
they have switched over, and it's like that mentality.
Mm,
It's like a weird acceptance.
mhm.
It's kind of a
Well, yeah,
trip
because your
from-
doctor prescribed
Yeah,
it,
street
right?
drugs.
Yeah,
to
it's weird.
pharmaceuticals.
But my
And-
grandma, who
Yeah.
was a fucking total like dime piece in the 50s, all she talked about was Black Betties,
Yeah.
Black Beauties.
Black Beauties.
Yeah, which was fucking speed. I mean,
Yeah,
that was it's what it was. You know, she's like, I used to love that shit. you know?
Uppers in the morning and
uppers in the
downers
morning,
at night.
downers in the evening, dude. And I mean, this is in the fucking 50s.
Yeah.
Everyone's been on it for
But
many years. you
It's
know what I mean?
also our
Amphetamine
version of
salt.
speed
Mhm.
now is just way fucking gnarly. Like crystal methamphetamine is not those pills, and like
Right.
those pills rule. It's like it was basically like Ritalin.
Yeah,
like
that's what it
Adderall.
Well,
is
dude, you
now,
can see.
It's
Have
like
you ever seen those
speed light.
those fucking videos of Hitler giving speeches, dude?
Well, that's
he
straight
was-
crystal though.
Oh,
dude.
he was on it, dude.
Outrageous.
He's fucking screaming, dude.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, man, it's incredible, you know. But now since your doctor prescribes it and you're
Well,
on
okay,
fucking
so back-
Adderall fucking day, you know
Back
what I
to
mean?
kinda
Like,
what that weird other economy,
mhm,
like not black economy, but underground economy, black market things.
mhm.
Well, the pill thing and the drug thing is a trip because like there used to be some kind of code within drug use or just, like there was this
Yes.
market and law and rules, and then now there's not
not at all.
code
Yeah.
at all. It's like all this like, and it's a trip to see that change or like be like, oh, that's weird. That just you're doing something that a lot of people would talk shit about even 10 years ago, but now it's totally accepted.
Totally, dude.
Or it's weird. It's I mean more not the drug use, but kind of just the underground of it, or just like the vibe of it, or I don't know. It's
Well, Jay Jay spent many years dabbling in everything. You know what I mean? I'm sure there was a hard code back in the day. I'm sure. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
you dealt with some people, you didn't fucking deal with some of you. You know what I mean?
It goes back to what we were just talking about, and then but it's I grew up in a very multicultural environment. And I was on both sides of it. So I have a lot of Black people in my family, and I've grown up around it and been around it. There was no coke. There was no meth. And back then there was no crank.
Yeah.
There was nobody did that at all. Nobody. Everybody did coke. Crank and speed was white people shit.
Yeah.
And they would say that. Like, no, that's white people shit. We don't fuck with that. And nowadays,
everyone does everything.
Meth. I mean, like everybody's into speed. You know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't. And I remember like when I went around, I went to a show out in Camarillo, and I had just gone through a divorce, and I went there, and all my cousins were at this club called the Players Club out in Camarillo at the time. And I went in there, and I was one of the only white people in there, and other than a bunch of fat white girls, and I was a little uncomfortable. And my cousin walked up to me and said, "Here, take this, man." And it's my cousin, so I trust him. So I took it, and it was ecstasy. And I never had thought about like that being part of like, because that's raver stuff, or but it and then realized quite rapidly after that, no, that's huge in the Black community at about that time. You know what I mean? But nobody did meth, nobody did speed, nobody did meth. They did coke, and then there was some that did heroin, but it was everybody was coke. Nobody did meth. I'd like meth. When I was in high school and I was selling drugs and stuff, I would get meth from these two gay guys from my mom's friends.
God, why did gay guys have all the good drugs, dude? It's insane.
They
have all the good drugs.
I
got better drugs in my life than when I worked at Wild Planet.
Man.
Fuck, it was amazing, dude.
You worked at Wild Planet?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
It was awesome.
Yeah, best meth, like by
ever,
far. Like
always,
it was
I mean, I
the
didn't do meth,
gnarliest shit. And I would not, because I would do like I do a little bit in the morning, like coffee or Red Bull, and then I wouldn't do anymore.
Yeah.
And my homies hit me up about it, and I'm like, no, man, not selling it to you
my
guys.
plug.
Well, no, it was because I know how they are. They're junkies. They're like, I know how they are. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, I'm not going to sell it to you guys because I know what's going to happen. And they kept pushing me.
So you used it as a tool.
Yeah.
Well, I did do that. I'm not saying I didn't. But with that stuff, I wouldn't sell that to anybody. It wasn't about. I got that for me. It wasn't about me giving it to somebody else.
There's a lot of things I never decided to sell for karmic implications.
I still would never fuck with meth, dude. And honestly, at this point in my life, I think anybody that sells meth should be just executed. I think it's the worst thing going on for people.
This is coming from an ex-crack dealer.
Yeah, I sold a lot of crack.
Good on you.
Yeah, but I mean, the worst you get from crack is a stroke.
Yeah,
where you see what these meth, we all know what meth heads do and what they
the
look
worst you get with meth is like maybe you like do the laundry and get it done.
Come on now, man.
Chores done around the house.
Come on.
Write an album or two.
Yeah,
totally. Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
pole dance on a fucking stop sign in the middle of Oakland, wearing some Daisy Dukes and a halter top.
There you go.
As it should.
Your name's Fred.
Would there be speed metal without meth? Though?
Right. Would there be Lemmy without meth?
Hey.
Would there be Hawkwind without meth?
And he did really good, man.
Speed. I guess speed. I don't know what the fucking difference is, but
I can tell you
in the wheelhouse.
Crank is what you would call
crank.
Speed,
yeah,
and crank was dirty.
Yeah,
and meth wasn't.
But there's also amphetamine sulfate and there's crystal methamphetamine. So there's different forms.
But what did Lemmy do? Probably all.
Lemmy did amphetamine sulfate at one point. That's what he got busted with.
Okay.
In that whole Hawkwind, Canada.
Right.
They thought it was coke, but it was amphetamine sulfate, which was not illegal at that point.
Really?
Because it would have been just like over the counter, like biker speed.
Yeah.
So then I don't know. It's like but then at one point it gets like changed and then it becomes this whole other thing,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, as soon as they
But what
I
the
think-
Nazis were doing was crystal.
Straight
Yeah,
crystal,
they
yeah.
made
It was
they
nuts.
made crystal. Like,
yeah, they
invented it.
invented it
Yeah,
essentially,
Yeah.
right?
And,
Yeah.
and
Well,
I
and the
think- I think
Japanese,
that-
right?
well, they had their own
the
speed.
the kamikazes were all
Special
fucked up.
recipes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think
Yeah.
Crank essentially was fucked up crystal meth.
Right.
Like they would be in the process of cooking and just whatever they got out of it. But their ultimate goal was to get something that was meth
Oh,
grade.
It's just the run.
Yeah, it was. And so
It's
then
like
we
they started the crystal process and then they're all,
Yeah.
I can't wait anymore.
And
and then
That's
you
what-
get,
you get the peanut
paint
butter.
crank, you get the peanut butter.
Yeah.
Peanut butter
Uh-huh.
crank was
It'll
that was
good stuff, huh?
It'll get you.
When
Yeah.
I first went to Europe, yeah, it was more the peanut butter crank, and it was like this like thick,
Yeah.
not crystals, that's like a
Paste?
smear paste. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Eat it.
Snort it?
You need to eat it more.
You'd eat it, huh?
I always ate all of it.
Because that's what I have a buddy that he's in some gnarly fucking metal bands, and he's like such a sweet dude.
What
But he-
band is
I'm not
he
gonna.
in?
I'll tell you.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
no,
later.
I'm
He
kidding.
doesn't want to get blasted, but
Of course.
he tours with like insane black metal bands and shit. And he's like, dude, I don't do drugs at all until I go to Europe. He's all, then I will do that, whatever that shit is, that peanut butter shit. He's because he was telling me they eat it, they smear it on their gums and shit.
Mhm.
He's all, it's the best, you know. But he doesn't fucking party at all, you know what I mean? Like here in the States or do anything. But
just right.
yeah, he just fucking when he goes on tour with these fucking psychos, you know what I mean?
Right.
He's like, because he's a really fucking killer drummer. But yeah, he would fucking tell me these stories. Like he would just fucking lose his mind in Europe and then come back and be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got to shake that one.
Time to sleep.
Totally.
Time to sleep.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, man. But
Can I
Well,
get
it's
some heroin,
fucked up
please?
because like when you're over there in the summer, like the sun doesn't really go down in a lot of those Western countries.
Okay.
Like as you even get up farther up, you know?
right.
So I remember like the second time I went there, it was like 4 months. I always saw the sun come up.
Oh, weird.
And I
yeah.
wasn't even partying that
Yeah, you
long. I
wasn't,
mean, we
yeah.
were partying, obviously,
Yeah,
but it
yeah,
was like
there's-
literally
yeah.
every single, even on a slow night, it's like, oh, well, the sun's still coming up
Mhm.
just because of where you're at. So it's kind of a trip to like add drugs to that situation,
Yeah.
too, where it's like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck, it's like 2 a.m. and it's fully light out.
Yeah, that's
And then
weird,
you start
dude.
doing speed. It's like, okay.
You're like, I guess we're here. Fuck it, dude.
This is where it starts to get crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, it was like stuck in a drum head one time. Like they gave us like a shitload and we're doing it off the drum. And
Yeah.
then, like I thought we did it all and we got to the next show and it was like kind of starting to lag and it was like, well, maybe and I remember looking and like
In the rim, like in
and
the
it
rim of
fully
the
was
drum head.
enough, but there was like sawdust and just grime like all in there
Yeah,
too
yeah,
and like rust. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, you didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
Someone did though. I'm sure.
So remain nameless.
And God
Someone
bless him. Someone
down
got it,
and
dude.
licked in there.
I had this old school, like win at the fair wizard mirror.
Oh,
It was
fuck
this
yeah.
little wizard mirror.
No shit.
And for years, that just sat in the top of my closet and
Mhm.
it always had a pile of dope on it.
Mhm.
Always. For years, it always just sat up there. You guys, whoever could come in, be polite.
Let me
or
talk to
it's
the
not-
wizard.
Yeah. And you come in and you do a little bump or whatever it was. And then
That's yours, right?
I got, I went,
Oh,
I
I
went,
found it on the ground.
Oh no, I don't roll things this small.
Oh,
yeah.
We can't smoke in
I
here
think that-
anyways,
You
right?
can smoke in here now. Now that the kids
Oh.
aren't. Yeah, if you guys
Oh.
want to smoke, light up, dude.
I don't
So-
know. that thing looks
It's cool.
flattened.
That thing
got
does
flattened.
not, that does not,
It got
look-
flattened,
Yeah.
Seen better
Yeah.
days.
Anyway, sorry.
So
Didn't mean
no. So it's been years. Like it goes by, years go by. I mean, fucking probably 15, 20 years go by. And my mom moves and she's like, hey, yeah. She's like, hey,
That's
I want to, I was moving and I got these and I want to give this to you. And she gave me back that mirror and she gave me, I had one of those little the little pipes where you pull the top open and
Oh,
it
yeah.
pops up and then
Yeah.
you could pack it.
Yeah.
She gave me that I got in like high school.
Mhm.
But that fucking mirror, man, when I looked at that mirror, I was like,
Whoa.
whoa. And then I took it apart and looked, dude, and there's the same thing, man. There was a crust that was perfectly square around that thing, man.
Wait, so do you think your mom
Oh.
did it all and cleaned up the house, or
Okay, so
possible.
my mom's passed. I wouldn't even bring this up. No, it's okay because my mom, wood, she knew that was there.
Yeah.
And my mom, you know,
You said there was always a pile on
yeah,
it, and you
yeah.
got it back
But
without
I
a
would
pile.
say, I'd say, okay, Mom, it's there. You know what I mean? But I never, and she'd be like, oh, okay. And, you know, she cleaned houses for a living. Like, we were poor as shit,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we lived on Terrace Avenue and
Right,
fucking, it was, you know, but she would, you know, she'd do it. But then I brought it up to her years later. I was like, hey, Mom, remember when that was, you know, and I never, I bullshit you
Not me.
never. Me and my brother talked about it, and he laughed his ass off. We're like, she's fucking lying her ass off. We got pictures of you, Mom, going to Vegas with my sister, and they all look like fucking ghosts, dude. All of them, their eyes were all fucking pinned. All of them are fucking like Pacific Northwest pale, like just a fucking wreck, dude. Yeah, you didn't do shit, Mom.
Pale.
Yeah,
Awesome.
PW pale.
One time we were cleaning up at the house I lived at in Oakland, and we found Coke, and then we found the snuff, and we're like, oh, might as well just mix it. We're cleaning the house because we would have some pretty epic parties, and it would take like 2 or 3 hours to clean this bitch, you know?
Yeah.
So we're like, fuck it, and then we hit this shit. We're like, start cleaning, and then it was me and Graham, and he was just like, dude, should we just paint this whole house right now? And we started painting, like we cleaned it all up, and then like we totally did a room, and then like the rest of the weekend finished it. But that day we started a room, like it was so wild.
Nothing does.
Yeah.
So that is a good combo if you want to get shit.
I did want to ask, you guys are out of the AT house officially, right?
Out, yeah.
What was it like getting out of? Did you just leave it like?
No,
No,
I
shit.
left
Did
it
you
really good, man.
Did you really? I mean,
he left it. We had a team of people.
did you really?
I had
Because
a lot
I
of
mean,
people. This guy
you
helped
have
a lot of
Jay.
people
You
out.
don't understand.
Oh no,
this
the
house.
question was coming. What's the AT house?
So Annihilation Time, Noel was
Okay,
Annihilation Time. Legendary fucking animals. You know what I mean? The music's incredible, but they partied as hard as the music was, right? So we would go to the house. I've only been there a couple times, but like a couch would be on fire in the backyard, or like it was fucking.
Dude, I don't know if you're there.
chaos,
We
dude.
pushed
Yeah.
off. We pushed Ampeg, like the fridge, like the full size Ampeg. We
10.
pushed it off a staircase, so a second story,
Mhm.
and it landed and just cracked the foundation. But the thing was fine, so we dragged it back up the stairs and threw it off again. But we had to get it up over like a railing, dude. This is like 3 dudes, like fucking. It was gnarly. And that second push, it like hit perfectly. It just like shattered, dude.
Oh,
Like,
dude.
it was gnarly. That thing just completely hit a corner perfectly. The wheels flew. Like
Dude.
it was so wild.
I'm telling you, man.
we
The
threw
house,
a piano off that thing one time too.
like, if
piano.
you could imagine the most insane party house, like Animal House.
Yeah, it was Animal House,
It's
the house.
fucking Animal House, but also gnarlier.
meth.
Like no, not meth, but
There was sometimes.
there's sometimes, yeah, probably. But every time we went there, which is only a couple times, we would be there for 5-6 hours and be like, holy shit, dude, we gotta get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? So he lived here for a year, and
I
you
lived
lived
there
there
for
too,
17
right?
years.
No, you didn't live there.
The Butcher rented a
Okay, yeah.
room there.
But
So,
you lived
I mean,
there that one
how
time on
long-
the couch
I lived
for a
there
while.
for a month.
How long did
Yeah.
the AT house last?
It was like 17 years.
17
I moved
years.
there-
Holy shit.
I moved in there in
It
the
was
summer, or
wild.
like September of 2006, and I moved out in April of 20.
Dude.
And this was in Oakland.
It was right downtown. It was by
Yeah.
a gas station. It was right by the freeway. It was by a fire station.
Mhm.
It was just complete chaos. Like it was just in the trenches.
Because
I mean-
Oakland, I mean, I don't know how many people realize how crazy Oakland.
Yeah.
I don't know how it is anymore because I hear
It's
the gentrification.
subject to the experiencer.
Yeah.
Depends. Yeah,
I went to
what you're
Oakland when I
doing.
was a kid with my stepdad, who was black from Detroit, and his brother lived in Oakland.
Right.
And I was 11 or 12 years old, and I said, hey, I'm going to walk down to the store. And my stepdad went, hey, if you're going to walk down to the store, and he reached into his pocket and threw me a stiletto knife. I still have the knife.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And said, hey, if
There
you're
you
going to
go.
walk down the store,
Yeah, there you go,
watch your
dude.
back.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, be careful, son.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
I mean the
He didn't tell me.
I don't know. You guys didn't
can't
live in
do
the
that.
worst neighborhood in Oakland, right? But it was just like,
But what is the worst?
well, exactly. Right?
Yeah,
But
I mean, it's got to be pretty. I mean, if they
It was
allowed that shit to go
insane,
on
dude.
for all those years
Right.
of just chaos, you can't. That's not happening.
and it was real chaos. Like you guys were doing shows, fucking.
We had
I mean,
some
you guys
shows.
band practice there, right?
Yeah.
I
Crispy
mean,
made a silencer one time, and he was like shooting the couch couch, like in the house. Like,
Exactly. It's insane, dude. It's insane over there. But so you guys got out of the place. I mean,
we had a nice little send off.
did you? Okay. You had to, right?
Fantasy Lane came. Very Paranoia. That's Grande's new band, or he's playing with them now.
Oh, okay.
War of Knives, Dr. Death.
Okay.
All local acts.
Nice little send-off party
within our social circle. And then
that's cool.
The Butcher did kind of like a performance thing that we had been planning with some friends of ours for a while.
Is that what I saw some posts with the chicks that were doing some live shows?
Butchers.
Okay.
So
all right.
A Dom friend of ours, I don't know if she wants her name on blast.
That's fine.
We'll just call her Mistress Crimson.
Right.
And some of her cohorts, we just kind of planned this performance thing, and they fed off of what we were feeding off of them.
Nice.
And from the crowd's participation as well. It was fucking rad.
Yeah. Where was it, in the house or in the backyard or
In
what?
the backyard.
In the backyard.
Yeah. Fireworks and everything.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Well, it's a nice send off. I mean, because I would assume you guys should just set the place on fucking fire.
We thought about it.
Yeah.
There's other families that live in
yeah, of course.
yeah, that.
Like we did the last show at fucking Billy O's, and we did the last show it was right next door to Billy O's. It was called Take Two at the time. It was Maya's Cafe. And like when the Wrath played, it was the Maya's Cafe was fucking chaos, dude. Because we already brought out, like, you know, like you guys, like we brought out animalistic shit in people. I don't know what it was, dude, but I remember it was the last show. They were closing the doors. They're going to bulldoze the building. So everyone is like, we're destroying this place, right? And I'm like, I'm playing. I'm playing, like,
which is weird because that Maya's was kind of a newer building.
Yeah, but they were for the hospital.
Yeah, I know, but
Billy
it's
O's
like,
and that place were closing
and
down.
Billy O's is still there.
Yeah, but they haven't fucking
It's
done it
just-
yet. I don't know. Anyway,
Sorry,
but I had people that were all night were like, we're gonna fucking tear this place apart, right? And I'm like, dude, I'm playing. Like, you guys do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking
Not
give
my
a
dog.
fuck. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
And so we start playing. We start playing, dude, and it goes full fucking WWE chaos. Like Dr. Nick jumps up and punches through the roof, like the little fucking shitty roof tiles, right? And drags some of the railing down. Now shit's starting to collapse. And then it's just people are fucking throwing shit, hitting each other. I watched Dr. Nick hit my sister with one of those fucking roof tiles over her fucking head, like in the pit. It was pure
Just
fucking
asbestos flew
We got-
everywhere.
We got through 2.5 songs and they pulled the plug on us, dude.
Yeah.
And it looked like the place had been destroyed. I mean, they were just about to start whipping bottles into the windows and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was the most epic way to end something. So I was like wondering, like, is the AT house going to be standing
I
by
don't-
the time you're done?
Part
Yeah.
of me didn't even want to do a show because of that, because I knew people would do that. And
Sure.
I mean, I've had
Yeah.
fun doing that, but by the end of it,
We didn't advertise.
I had a
anything.
good
It was
relationship
just,
with the
if you know,
landlord
you know.
too.
You'd have
Like,
to at that point, right?
I wasn't trying to leave it fucked up.
Right.
And-
Right. Are you the only guy that's like on the lease and
Yeah.
shit? Yeah. Okay. So it's all you.
Yeah. So
We were
just-
trying to figure out something to do with the house.
Yeah.
or, you know what I mean? It's prorated and shit like that.
Well, now it's like one of those legendary fucking houses in, you know what I mean? Like in Oakland, you know what I mean?
It's
Like
the end of an era.
almost like the HA's fucking clubhouse at this point. You're like, this is the AT house, dude. this is where Black Flag slept on the floor at SST Records. You know what I mean? You're like,
Ken McClard slept on Graham's bed there. I guess.
did he? There you go. Yeah.
A bunch
trying
of
to think of
people,
it, like-
a bunch of people shit the couch.
Did they?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. There you go, dude.
One in particular for sure,
Yeah.
but he shall remain nameless.
You know who you are.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know who you are, you son of a bitch.
What else? Oh, shall we touch reproductive rights?
Oh, I wanted to get into that. Roe versus Wade, dude. We were thinking about talking about that shit today.
I first and foremost though, for
Deep
white
South.
dudes,
I know. Yeah. I
that-
thought about
I
it.
mean,
Yeah, I
let's
know.
just acknowledge.
Yeah,
that.
acknowledge it's 4 white bearded entitled fucks that don't have to worry about it. Well, I guess
I'm
we do.
just-
You know,
I don't necessarily think. I mean, we obviously
not saying
all
in a
white
bad way.
men are
I'm just saying-
obviously entitled fucks to some.
Yeah.
I don't mean that,
but you
either.
definitely are.
But I think
Yeah.
we all do.
Yeah.
We all do acknowledge that.
Acknowledge
we are
it, yeah,
just 4
acknowledge
dudes
it,
at a
yes.
table talking about this. So.
We're hashtag allies. Okay.
I have something to say about
All right,
it
let's hear it. Go.
personally. So I am a proud owner of a vasectomy.
Nice.
Same.
You are?
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. There we go.
Yeah, I love it.
The table
It's
is
the best thing.
divided, is it not?
It is, I guess.
Yeah.
So when are you fellas going in?
I don't need to.
Good for you.
My wife, she got her shit nuked on the last baby,
Yep.
which is the true definition of fucking white privilege, because she was on her third cesarean, and I'm like, hey, like, so you don't want another one of these, do you? And she's like, well, no. And I was like, well, okay, just why don't you fucking and literally
planted the seed, did you?
The words she fucking said to the doctor, she goes, hey, while you're in there, nuke it, is like what she told the fucking surgeon. He's all, oh, okay, cool, like whatever, dude. So he fucking nuked her tubes.
I had a conversation with Crispy and his roommate Crystal yesterday.
Yeah,
she had, it wasn't like she was pulling our cards, but we were open conversation, like, why are you guys not talking about this? You know, what's stopping you? You're in bands,
right?
You have a platform, you know. And it made me think, you know, of like how to talk about something like that, and without telling people how to live their lives, or, you know, like, you need to be doing this. It's, you know, like, hey, the one thing I thought of was presenting something. So information, I guess, that maybe some people don't know. And one of those things is that women, unlike men, cannot just walk into a place and get like an affordable, like, tube tie.
Right. Oh yeah.
You have to
wild.
have a child in order for that to happen.
Hey, just so you know, that goes both ways.
What do you mean?
I got mine for free.
No, 100%.
Well, you didn't have a kid either.
Yeah, but that's not common.
Really?
Yeah, I've had a bunch of friends that have tried to get vasectomies, and they're like, "You're too young. We're not doing."
Yeah, I have a friend that tried 3 times when he was young, and they told him no.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not nearly as fucking hard as, you know what I mean? Like a woman getting her tubes tied is a real legit.
I'm going to play the old guy
thing,
card in this, and let's stop going, well, we need to, we're white. Like, look, man, we're having a, I know, but it's still also.
It's a joke. I just wanted to, before we started.
Yeah, but we're also, here's one of the things that is one of the reasons why we don't have these conversations, is because we're also fucking like paranoid. So self-conscious and paranoid about saying the wrong fucking thing, that we spend more time going, hey, let me justify everything I'm about to say by letting you guys know that I'm an entitled old white man, and you guys think I'm a piece of shit. I'm not a piece of shit. Y'all can go fuck yourselves, man. We're all out here trying to do this, and we're all righteous people. So why the fuck do we have to keep clarifying that we're all good people? You know what I mean? Like, we've talked about the fact that, like, we've all dated and been around crazy bitches. All of a sudden they disappeared. Nobody talks about them, but there's a bunch of them out there.
Right.
We're good dudes having a conversation because we think that what happened is fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why do we have to keep clarifying this, man? It's not about, we shouldn't have to spend 10 minutes going, okay, so I'm a cis white gendered male, and I'm sorry that I haven't gotten my nuts checked so that I lose the bass in my voice and I sound more like a bitch. No, man, we are who we are.
That's a myth.
Yeah. Look, the bottom line is I want everybody to be able to do what the fuck they want to do. If you want to get dressed up in a fucking skirt and run around and do whatever the fuck you want to do, so long as you're not hurting nobody else, go have a good fucking time.
Fucking
period.
Right.
You know what I mean? As far as this whole stuff with like, I see, you know, I see where these people get their justification from. The fact that they're saying, hey, which is a whole thing, but it's like they're saying what their justification is, hey, look, it's not about the federal thing. Let the states decide what it is. That the Roe versus Wade was set up in an unconstitutional way, and it should be just about what the states want to do, which, you know, there's a bunch of things across that could be said, like gun control. Well, you know, then why is this okay? You know, and for all you pricks out there that are constantly crying and whining and complaining about, don't take my guns, don't take my fucking guns. Why aren't you guys complaining and stepping up now when it's about taking away someone's
right to choose what they want to do with their body?
Because they can't identify.
No, but it's because we don't get to have these open conversations with anybody anymore. Without just getting hammered from one side or the other, where there's no conversation, where we should be having these conversations.
Right. I mean, it's a wild. First of all, it was such an unnecessary thing to even fucking go after. Right. I mean, it's been fucking established.
I was like,
I mean,
I don't think anybody fucking realized what was going on until all of a sudden.
Well, until someone leaked it, you know what I mean? It was coming, you know what I mean? But it's a ridiculous thing to go after. All it is based in fucking religious oppression. You know what I mean? Like because your belief in this fucking religion, which there's a million Bible quotes that basically say a kid isn't a kid until he's born. There's a lot of them, dude. I've read the Bible a lot in my past. And there is a fucking shitload of quotes in the Bible that specifically say, talking about like killing fucking pregnant women, all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? Like it's wild.
Honestly, mom should be able to do it until they're 4. And a dad at one time, maybe at like 10, like he should decide like, yeah, I want this guy or not. But mom has full right until 4. Like I don't like how this one
4 years old,
very late in the trimester,
like to abort the baby.
Yeah, like hey, you didn't work out, kid. Like, and the dad gets one chance, like
one chance
card. Like it's like,
I don't know, man. It's a ridiculous thing based in religious bullshit.
I think it's based more in control than religion.
You think
Honestly,
so?
Yeah, but they're intertwined in how they're used.
Yeah, I mean,
at this point, they don't really have religious like superiority or whatever you want to call it in the West here now is like gone.
Yeah,
like,
the amount of people that believe in God is very little.
Or there's still some weird power sources.
It's also it's not about like because we live in places that are completely different in how they feel about things once you drive over the 5 and get into Bakersfield and then go from Bakersfield to the East Coast. There's a lot of people in there. It really is. It's once you get to Bakersfield comes really conservative.
Yeah.
And then from Bakersfield with the occasional Austin, occasional little place that's right. But from here to there, all of that is all pretty conservative. Yeah. They're all church going. They're all they are. Drive.
You know what? You've driven across those states. Yeah. Here's the thing. All these guys want the fucking control to say yes or no to this. They don't want to. Once they make you have the baby, they will not fucking give out welfare for it. They don't want to pay for healthcare for it. They don't want to do a fucking thing to help you when they make you have it. That's the fucking thing. It's like these guys came at this and said, look, this is just, and it's bullshit anyway. But if they came at it and said, like, we care about life, and then all of a sudden made fucking universal healthcare possible, made like welfare fucking okay to get for people, that would be a different fucking conversation. But it's not. They don't want you to have, they want you to have it. Then they don't want to fucking help at all to take care of it, to do anything, even force, and there's so many of the rare instances, a rape case, a fucking all these things, right? All those things are fine. They want to act like it's a moral conundrum at this point, but they don't want to do a single thing to help once that baby's born. You know what I mean? That's where I'm like, fuck you guys, dude.
The history of abortion in America and how women have been treated as garbage concerning these things, the stigma behind even getting an abortion as a woman, and then compare that to this. It's like, this is just stacking more shit on top of more shit. It's fucked. I mean, what can we do about it besides talk?
I don't know. I mean, get out there and fucking make your voice heard. That's all you can do. I mean, I don't know if any of this, all the protests and the fuck, I haven't heard of any actual real rioting.
Abortions are still legal.
Yeah, California is never going to be. And it is.
I'm not saying. I'm just.
Yeah, it is, and it is always going to be here.
In the state of California, you can fly in anytime you want, bus, train, whatever. Come to California and we'll help you out.
Yeah, but I mean, on top of being poor, broke, and then in a situation that you didn't want to, you Texas, fucked up.
You get paid to narc on people if someone
right, but crazy. The amount of states that went like immediate ban as soon as it came out it's like 15 states or something like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a bullshit religious fucking nail. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all they are.
It goes back to these states where you go into these communities and stuff, and their religion is not like everybody goes to church.
Sure.
Everybody is on
Yeah.
that, you know, and you know, being Irish and studying my history, the church has been fucking us forever and ever and ever and ever.
Right.
And a big part of what's going
literally,
on now,
literally fucking you guys.
hey man, it's still, you know, they're still preaching.
Yeah.
Hey, don't use birth control. Can't have abortions.
Mm-hmm.
Don't wear a condom.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do any of this stuff. Like,
expand the hive.
yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly. Because that just continues to make them more money. And they have that control. So it's just, there's so many different factors to it when it really should be like whatever we want and what everybody preaches about is like, it's your choice.
It should be your choice.
Yes.
No matter
period.
Fucking what. You know what I mean? Like,
did you guys see that? Did you guys see that press conference where that lady was standing there and she was talking and Trump was behind her?
No.
Oh my God. So. And she's like, this
is
this
is a win for white America thing.
White,
yeah.
Was it white? What she said,
white lives or something is what she said.
No, she said something.
She fucked up and said white instead of like whatever she was supposed to say.
Right.
It still didn't.
It still didn't sound good.
No, it was so fucking. I mean, it was actually perfect.
Yeah.
When you're looking at the crowd behind him with Trump standing there, and this fucking mouthpiece running her fucking pie hole, it was perfect. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like this, because this is what she's thinking.
Oh, she said exactly what she was thinking.
She is, you know, she's not worried about anybody in any type of colored situation or poor, white, black, Mexican, Asian, whatever. You guys correct me. You know,
so there's an interesting thing going to the ethnic lines that hold within drug use.
Calm down.
So, no, I'm just saying,
I like it. I'm in.
I was at work and this black dude was shrooming, and you know, years ago I wouldn't see that. And I've given dudes mushrooms and I thought they thought I was Jesus. Like, they're like, oh my God, where did you get that? You know, so like I noticed it opening up more and more, and I'll be at bars and a dude just has a straight ounce and he's passing it out. It's like, whoa, this is all just crazy new behavior. Like, it's cool. I like it. I'm welcoming of it. And I'm at this show. I'm working at this place and this dude is there and he starts talking about, he's like, well, no, there's not an overpopulation problem. It's just there's the white people are not having as many kids, and that's what's making all these people freak out. And I was just like, whoa. I just had never heard it from that angle.
True story.
Or just how it was just a cool, and I was like, whoa, that's cool. I just we talked about it, and then like it made more sense to me. Yeah. And it was something that I couldn't even fathom.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
Hearing that in this other way, it's like that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
And then he's the dude that got me onto the Grateful Dead or CIA band, and I was like, whoa, I don't know about that, dude. And then he was like, no, trust me, Palo Alto, it all came from there. I'm like, okay, but did they get infiltrated, or did Jerry show up and punch a clock? Those are all very different things,
right?
And it was just like a funny conversation to have.
Yeah.
And then it spun me on that thing, and I just at parties or if I'm at hippie places, I just mention this because Grateful Dead fans have no idea how to think. Like, they're like, what? And then real hardcore ones are like, yeah, we've been hearing that for years. So there's like this back and forth thing on it, and it's been interesting.
But the idea, the fact that what's terrifying white people is the fact that we're not having kids, and the ultimate underlying fact that, and it is true, and I don't fucking care, is that they're losing control. They're losing control of their population. They're losing control of the fucking the illusion of, you know what I mean? We're gonna be a mixed race of humans here pretty soon.
But it always has been. That's what's
I know, but the inevitability is coming. You know what I mean?
But I really, really, really that idea, and I understand it, but to me, that idea is a fucking speaking point for racist.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying.
I think the reality of it is we're always going to have every type of person. We're still always going to have white people.
Right.
We're always going to have lighter brown people. Then we're going to have the darker, and then the darker, and then the yellow. Am I missing a color? I think we covered it.
You're the one over here naming colors, dude.
I don't see color, man.
Yeah,
his fucking future is so bright. He's wearing shades, dude.
Those Gucci glasses, man.
Yeah.
No,
but
I
see what you mean.
I think that a big part of it is it's just another, and this is, and I'm not a conspiracy guy. I'm just not, but I'm waiting for what's really going on.
Yeah,
what's really going on is
what's going on that they're so they want us to look at this. Look at this.
Maybe.
And what else is going? I mean, like we're heading. I mean, fucking full.
You notice gas is already going down.
It's a full.
Is it really?
It's a full scale.
Have you noticed that? Sorry,
no, it's a full scale litmus tale.
We'll see.
Okay, expand on that.
No, I'm not saying it's not.
It's not gas, but it's all interconnected though.
No, I want to hear.
Fuck with the gas, and then it's like, oh, people are like, oh my god, gas is up, and then as soon as it goes down, they don't care anymore,
right? Because now they're mad about this
other thing, and it's all. And I don't mean to cut you off. No, it is all connected. That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
What
do you? I want to hear you expand on that. A full scale litmus test.
Yeah, I mean, it seems as if through social media advertising, there's a lot of group thought experiment going on with people. We're being poked and prodded and put down, isolated, mixed around. You can work, you can go out, mask, don't mask. You know, people are so confused and divided at this point.
Right.
And now let's stir the pot a little more and start fucking with people's real life choice.
Right.
To how their future is going to expand if they want to fuck. You know,
right.
Who knows?
It could be. It could be, man. I mean,
along the lines of what you were saying.
Man, I just it is all so convoluted, you know, and it's hard to believe that a bunch of people that are just such fucking jackasses could have actually put together this much of a plot.
Right. See, that's where I have a hard time.
Yeah.
That's literally like
there's think tanks on top of
there is, you know what I mean? But it's like this is the first time in a long time. This is a Republican controlled fucking oh my God, Supreme Court. Right?
Clarence Thomas.
And they have the opportunity to do the one fucking thing that they can do that will buy them points for future generations with their fucking constituents. You know what I mean? Like, and that's where the hard reality hits for me, is because it is easy to assume there is some sort of puppetry going on.
Sure.
And there probably is. But on top of that, this is the one fucking thing they can go after. Just like Davis Bacon, like union prevailing wage shit. They're constantly chipping away, trying to get get it going. Right. This fucking thing. And it's such a massive hit, and really what it is a reaction to the left woke culture. Probably everyone fucking having a problem, you know, the pink hats, the pussy march, all that shit. This is like the one thing they could do to be like, fuck you women, you know what I mean? And I really think they just took the opportunity. You can guise it however you want, you know what I mean? But I have multiple women in my life that I know that have had abortions, and not one of them was stoked about it.
No.
Not one of them did it out of a fucking happy decision they had to make. And it's just such an asinine bullshit fucking thing to take away from people. And because we've said this a million times on this podcast, they take it away, they will never give it back.
Yeah.
As soon as they take that power, they will never give it back. So in order to fucking retract the left, maybe that, you know, this is kind of how I'm seeing conspiracy shit. In order to fucking really put a notch into what the left is and what they think it is and whatever, this is a way to really fuck people. You know what I mean? And I think they took the opportunity. I think it's malicious. I think it's fucked up. I don't know that it's a grand conspiracy. I mean, my mind goes there a lot too. I see a lot of the same thing you guys do. But I really think it's like, this is one thing they knew they could do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That would fuck everyone up.
I didn't
know what I mean?
Yeah, that's an interesting point.
Did you guys, is anybody at all pointed out the fact that Clarence Thomas is black?
No.
Oh, dude, that in itself.
Well, what does that matter? There's a chick on there that fucking passed it too. You know what I mean? Like,
it's, you know.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
About your racism on
this you're a fucking idiot, dude.
Teach him some tolerance.
Yeah,
I'm trying, man. He's just so set in his ways.
You're such an
idiot. That, you know, he's just waiting for that hand to fly up.
I'm about to jump up right now, dude. I'm fucking to learn in German, dude.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
No. But no, I mean, I really go there a lot with the conspiracy shit. And this is a grand plan to just take rights away.
Yeah, of course.
But the real hard reality is that you got a bunch of fucking morons in there that really believe that this guy walked on water, that this guy fucking changed water to wine. And this guy that loved people, Jesus, and fucking bathed with whores would really love to end abortion. You know what I mean? And it's just so
it's his priority.
The part of me that assumes it's a conspiracy is also the other part of me that goes, these guys are so fucking dumb. They think they just nailed it.
Just trying to
like
get more
they're
time.
peacocking around their house. They're like, we nailed it. We fucking nailed it. You know what I mean?
Which version of Jesus is this though?
It doesn't. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The white Jesus.
But it just
probably
gives
like
them,
Sublime.
Yeah, the sublime Jesus. Dude.
Surfer Jesus.
It just gives them that next term. It gets them that next step.
It's a
further,
part of that, I
supported
think.
by that crew of, because it's not, none of them care about anybody.
It's like
They're just doing whatever they can to keep sticking in the fucking.
It's like when I give my
lobbyist
kid
pocket.
like $5 to buy Roblox on his fucking Roblox video game, and now he's king shit and he's got fucking status.
Wait, meta money?
Yeah, meta money.
Nice.
It's literally, it's like religious currency bonus points. You know what I mean? Is how I'm seeing it.
Sure. Does he got a meta bike?
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't got a BMX. You got to
No,
get
not
that kid on the bike.
There's no
dude.
meta
It's
shit.
got to
Yeah,
be
but-
stylish.
yeah, but I'm just saying, it's like I think they really are so ignorant and so arrogant. They think they fucking nailed it. You know what I mean? And because none of them have ever had to deal with it. No, I mean, and if they have, they don't give a fuck.
just
They
that
paid the
soulless
bitch
and
off. They
gnarly,
fucking
dude.
kept it moving. You know, they made her
or they
sign an
paid the dude
NDA or
they
him,
paid the dude off,
whatever.
and
Dude.
the guy that sold him the meth.
Well, no, I'm
And
talking
they
about
paid
strictly
off their
abortion.
hotel
You know what I mean?
room.
Like these guys, they throw money at shit. You know what I mean? And I
That's all
really
they
think
can
they
do.
they think they nailed it, dude. You know, and that's
I mean,
the
you know what they
arrogance.
did fucking nail? They pissed off a lot of people.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm waiting for?
Hmm.
Social uprising.
It's
Like,
happening.
Come on.
It's happening. You're just not seeing it.
this is it.
It is
This
happening.
is the time.
You think so?
There's a lot of people where it
I
starts.
hope
It's
We've been
already
saying
going
it for
on.
a long
I
time. though,
fucking
you know?
hope
Yeah,
so.
but
Yeah.
I mean, we're heading to like fucking full throttle into a recession that's
Mhm.
gonna fuck everybody.
Mhm.
And then on top of all this other stuff, all of these people that
How
are
does
in
that work?
control-
It's already planned, so we already know we're
Yeah,
gonna
the
get
bubbles-
fucked.
well,
We
it's
already
almost
know
like
we're
about
gonna
to
get
be.
fucked.
So what's going?
We're gonna
it's
get
gonna
fucked
come.
even more.
You're looking at the gas prices, and along with the gas prices, what's that starting to affect is the price of the cost to transport hay, the cost to do this,
The cost for
to do
meat,
that,
the cost for
of this.
food,
and then on top of whatever it costs for that,
I mean,
now
I
we're
get how that
having
works in like a
grand
works
scheme.
and like a
grand scheme, but
macro.
everything's
Yeah.
all like infiltrated and not
Right.
like speculated income. Like gas doesn't need to be that much. It comes
No, it
from here.
doesn't.
So like,
But
like
No.
so we're creating these problems we know about, and we're just
We're not
putting in
creating
line
them.
with
The
it. It's
fucking
crazy.
gas companies are creating them. They're making
Yeah.
I don't mean we,
record-breaking
but-
profits.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? They don't
But we're
have to
still
be
going
charging this
along
much.
with it, and you know we're.
What are we gonna do?
What's the
You know?
alternative? Yeah.
True, but then it's like it's crazy that it's already planned though.
Well, yeah,
And it's not. And I don't mean pandemic, but it's like we're saying, oh, this recession's. It's like we're already.
we know it's coming.
it's gonna suck.
Right.
Like that's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
what the, it
Been
already
hearing
sucks
about it
now.
for
It's
the
not
last
like in
4 years.
2008 when we hit the recession. Like I don't think a lot of people really realize.
I think some people saw it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
but
not
there's some-
nearly
there's-
as
I
much
mean,
as
I
do
had
now.
I was
you know?
still just a shithead in bands.
Right,
Like,
of course, yeah.
And I'm just like I had
Yeah.
records, and maybe less records. Or
Yeah,
something. I don't-
that
had
shit didn't
nothing.
affect us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was selling Harleys at a Harley dealership in 2008.
Yeah,
And
that
you
dropped
weren't?
off pretty quick, huh?
Oh,
I
'cause no one
mean,
was
all
buying
of a
Harleys
sudden,
anymore?
I'm a fucking 30-some-year-old man making minimum wage,
Right. Yeah.
trying to take care of a family. and
Because no
pay
one wants
houses
brat
and-
brat brat anymore.
Well, you can't buy
Nobody
a Harley
can-
when you're
you know,
barely
I mean,
making money.
Part of
you
the 2008 recession was the whole bubble that they created by fucking up financing.
Right.
And like, you know, here,
Yeah.
finance your house and go buy a Harley.
know? Right.
I'd stand there on the fucking floor going, you're out of your fucking mind, man. You just took equity out of something that's
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
And now you're going to go spend $40,000 on a motorcycle, $35,000 on a boat and a
Right.
toy hauler and a truck because you got $60,000 out of your house.
Mhm.
That's freedom, baby.
That's right.
Yeah.
How do you-
Nailed to the bank.
Can you
That is
drive
no
all
shit.
that in one line?
Yeah.
Can the bike somehow
Absolutely,
drag
dude.
everything?
You actually
Yeah.
can. It's a bit difficult,
can.
but you can.
You
do it.
definitely can.
In
Yeah,
certain
Like a
states,
king
Yeah.
into a new town. You're just
That's
like,
right.
Look at my toys.
That's right.
Yeah.
immediately get robbed by Mad Max.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we're more aware now that we're heading into shit. But the problem is that it doesn't cost any more money to fucking get a barrel of oil. You know what I mean? All it is
Sure.
that these companies are price gouging the fuck out of us, and it's legal. They're, Biden put out this thing like, you guys need to lower your things. They respond by saying, we've given you 10 options on how to fucking lower it, which are bullshit options. You know what I mean? But if you want to make a real fucking change in this place, stop buying shit. If everyone stopped buying gas for a fucking week, guess how fast that shit would go down? You know what I mean? That's all, I've been saying that for years. Our only power is as consumers in this country.
Demand and supply.
Demand and supply. If we are not fucking buying it, then they will listen.
Well, you
know what I mean?
Let the recession roll, because you know what rules during the recession is the black fucking market.
Right. That's true.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That is
Yep.
That's how I made
You
it
know,
through the last recession.
100%. Yeah.
Hey, I it's all gonna work itself out. I went through 2008. I ended up even during that, I ended up getting a good job.
Right.
And I got through everything I had to get through, and I hustled my ass off. I fucking just never stopped hustling, never stopped moving. I'm gonna make sure this works. I'm gonna take care of my kid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I
Right.
got a pad. I'm gonna get
Right.
whatever it has. And if it has to do with, hey, Craig, man, I need to fucking live on this sofa over here for a little
No.
while.
No.
I'll talk to Rosie. I'll talk to Rosie.
Already.
She already said okay.
No.
Hard no.
She didn't.
So
Could he have that tent in the back?
No,
Yeah.
you can't have it.
actually, I think that tent in the back's probably mine, isn't it?
Yours is in a box still waiting to get
Okay,
picked up,
all right,
bro.
all right, yeah.
It's on loan.
But I mean, we'll all work through it. It's just
Yeah.
a matter of, like, for people that are younger, it's actually
For
Like,
me, it's
for
an
me-
opportunity. This recession
Yeah.
is a massive opportunity for me. I am hoping, and as much as I don't want to see people lose anything, I'm at the point where I've been putting off buying a house for 10 years. I should have fucking done it 10 years ago,
Mhm.
but I didn't. Right. So now I am waiting for this market to fucking crash because I am perfectly financially and work and family wise, I am set up to fucking benefit in this recession.
Yeah.
So I'm like, as much as I don't want to see people suffer, as much as I don't want to see people fucking lose everything they have, I am pining at the opportunity to fucking finally get my turn
Totally.
to own something, to fucking have, some real equity and value into this fucking universe that we've made. You know what I mean? Like, and it's really, for me, I'm getting stoked, dude. I'm like,
Yeah.
bring it on. Let's see the crash. Cause right now I have a job that's pretty much recession proof, and a lot of people don't, and I don't want to like devalue that. But for me, that 2008 crash fucked a lot of people, but it didn't fuck anyone in my family because we've been so poor our whole entire lives that it's just
Nothing.
we've
changed.
already
Yeah.
been poor. How
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
bad
hey,
is it
we're
gonna
all
get?
the
You
same
know what I
now.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, welcome to our fucking level, guys.
It made you guys like richer.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, like our
ah.
value went up, but now at this point, like if this shit crashes and housing finally evens off or goes to a place where I can do something, I can fucking own a place for not $1 billion a month
For
without
sure.
a $4,500
I mean,
mortgage.
you can do that now.
No.
Just not in California.
Yeah.
but even that's getting to live in a place that you actually want to live in.
Listen, man,
It's getting really
I
difficult.
got friends
you
and
know.
family that live all over this country. Every place is expensive.
Yeah.
In Idaho, in the middle of fucking nowhere,
Yep.
in Utah, in the middle of fucking nowhere, houses for $500,000-$600,000. You know what I mean?
You're
Like
talking about
it's
coming
not
from
fucking
Oakland.
cheap,
Talk about coming from
Oh, yeah.
Oakland.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
It's a
Oakland,
whole other
Oakland used to
reality.
be a straight up motherfucking ghetto.
Mhm.
And it's not anymore. Last time I went up there, it was yeah. Last time I went up there, I got a fucking flat tire
Oh.
on my way home from someplace, sitting in a parking lot off someplace, and I'm looking around going, oh shit. And I had a big old fucking knife, man, in my car that I kept in my car. And I told my wife, I was like, hey, look, man, I'm going to get out and I'm going to fuck with this car, but I want you to stand right here next to me with your arms folded over. And I want you to hold this knife in your hand, because if something happens,
Yeah.
I need to be able to get to the knife.
Right.
You know, so just stand there. Don't just stand there. And so I'm working on this guy, and a cop pulls up, and I was like, oh, all right, cool. And he's like, hey, man, did you guys hear gunshots? And we're all, no. And it's our car's up on jacks.
He didn't give a fuck about that.
He went,
yeah.
Okay.
Later.
And drove off, man.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, okay, honey, yeah, make sure you hold that, get that handle out there a little bit. And, you know, we got it fixed. And then the next day found a tire at some old black dude's tire shop out in the middle of wherever it was. It was all graffitied up, and went in there, and for $20, he fixed the tire. And
sure, but to live in Oakland is what? How much?
Was it Cumho tire or
Not
was it
cheap.
GJ tire?
Not cheap, right?
Not cheap
you
at
know,
all.
Not cheap at
Real
all.
tire places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dude that showed up to
Yeah.
help us out was like just this younger, really big, tall black dude that was just a fucking sweetheart, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you guys are gonna be here, go check this place out. Go eat over here.
When you're
Oh,
gonna
I
find
go-
that everywhere, you know what I mean? That's the thing.
100%.
Like, I have so many guys in my industry that bitch all day about being in California, and I get it. It's fucking expensive. It's horrible. It's fucking, you know. But I like you and you. I have been to every state in this country, and there is a reason I work my ass off to stay here. You know what I mean? And you guys are fucking here now. There's a massive benefit to this place. You know what I mean? Like
those
the
guys that are
weather, the
complaining,
fucking, you know what I mean?
those
The
guys that are
wages, though,
complaining
you know what I
all
mean?
make good money.
Yeah,
They all got
they all
houses.
make good money.
They
Yeah.
all have toys.
Right.
They all have everything they
Yeah.
fucking want.
Because the grass
They're
is
just-
always green.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everywhere else. you
Yeah.
know? But my brother lives in fucking Utah. The motherfucker, his house is $650,000 to live in. Not really anywhere awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it is what you make it, but I hear what you're saying. Within that, I think I had an indicator that things were about to pop when I think it was like 2 or 3 friends last year within a few months apart of each other bought houses. And
Right.
it's like, you don't have real jobs. Like, what the fuck? How did you get a loan? You know, you got
Right.
co-signed, something happened, but it was like, you by no means should you have a mortgage.
Right.
This isn't gonna fucking last.
Right.
See, and that's crazy.
Yeah,
They start
it's insane.
handing these, Nina loans or Ninja loans or whatever
Yeah.
out, and it's
The old
history-
Fannie Mae loans and the
yeah,
stuff they were
history
doing in
repeating
2000.
itself.
Yeah, it is, you know what I mean? And for those people that are buying into it right now, I fucking good luck, man. You know what I mean? But I've been holding out and I'm waiting, dude. I'm waiting like a fucking spider. You know what I
Hungry
mean?
for
I'm
it.
ready, dude. But
want a little
Yeah.
slice of life.
what else we got? Anything else we got to cover or what? I think we're good, dude.
I'm
fucking- I'm all staked up,
Real
dude.
quick
Yeah.
from the old man side of it,
Let's hear it.
hearing the young man side of it, and I was having this conversation with my brother today about this, is for a lot of us, man, I got a lot of money invested in the fucking stocks through my 457,
Sure,
through my
yeah.
retirement plan. And I'm capable of retiring in the future,
Right.
and I'm going to get a hit.
Oh, a big one.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
same thing that you're saying
Yeah.
is you hopefully, and more than likely it's going to come back, right? Because the more people have to struggle, the more they're going to start to hustle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hopefully.
The cycle.
Yeah. So
continues.
hopefully we can bring that back up. But for, for
Yeah, you're
people
looking
in
at the
my
last few
age group,
years,
we're
yeah.
like I don't have to fucking work for the next 20 years.
Right.
I got this money that I've been putting.
Yeah,
A
right.
lot of
Arby's
fucking
is
money.
hiring, bro.
Hey, fuck that. I'll tell you right now, I'll be selling some roast beef sandwiches. I ain't
They got
going to
that.
Arby's. I'll be doing it myself.
He'll
They
be
got
selling
that
rock.
horsey
He'll be
sauce.
selling rock beef sandwiches,
I'll be
dude.
fucking underground black market eighths of weed.
Right.
And
That's
then
right,
once I sell that to you, you can get an ice cream cone or a roast beef
That's
sandwich.
right,
Comes
dude.
with
You know
the
what we need to
free
do?
hoagie.
We need to start an ice cream truck, dude, and just fucking hawk shit out of that shit.
Oh.
Dude, 24-hour
It
ice
has
cream
been my
truck. I always have a
fucking-
punk work it or something.
My
Where were we
dream.
where the ice cream truck came and we're like, is it really here? We were like in the middle of nowhere. And it was like,
It was up on the farm.
yeah, and we're like,
And it made all the way to
And
you
he
guys.
showed up
We
at
heard
the
it. Yeah,
farm.
we
We
were
just
like-
heard it. It was like,
Doot,
dude,
doot,
way
doot.
Are you
off
guys
the
sure you
beaten
weren't? Were you on like a heroic dose? Are you sure it was
No.
there? Yeah.
we saw it too driving up. We're like, why did you come back here? Like maybe
That's
they were
hustling,
working.
baby.
Maybe they were working.
Did
That's
you guys
hustling,
didn't go
baby.
chase it down?
Yeah.
It would have been kind of hard. Like
Oh.
we were like behind a gate. And working. We were working, dude.
Yeah,
It wasn't ice
busy.
cream
It
time.
wasn't ice cream time, bro. Yeah.
The excitement on your face when you started telling the story sure looked like it was
Yeah,
ice
yeah,
cream.
totally, Jason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about to be ice cream time.
Yeah.
You could fucking start an OnlyFans of just you with no shirt on eating
Just
ice
eating
cream
ice
cones,
I
dude.
will be the first customer.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
I already
about
had
fucking
that going in
feather
my
Yeti,
head.
dude.
Like, do I have the different flavors?
Yeah,
too you can pick
100%,
from?
dude. Get them
Yeah.
Neapolitans.
Rocky Road.
Yeah.
I had some Rocky Road ice cream
Ooh,
yesterday.
That's good, dude.
Speaking of, it was pretty fucking
It
good.
is so fucking good, man.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's
I
a
miss
that's
ice
a
cream.
funny one. Like you, if you can get the conversation to sexual and ice cream, and be like, oh yeah, so how do you like it? Like, oh, sorbet, and it's like Rocky Road. It's like, oh, what does that even mean?
What is that?
You know
Like, what does that
exactly
Come
say
and
about
find
sexual?
out,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, you know exactly what
Fuck
that
around and
means.
find out.
Yeah, dude, you're in that fucking brown hole, dude. That's what you're doing. Fucking around, putting your thumb in shit.
Hey.
Marshmallows and all.
Yeah,
All shapes, all sizes, all colors,
That's
all
right,
creams.
man.
Does it come out like ice cream?
Salsa.
yeah. You
Mm.
never know, dude. You never know.
Incubated.
You know, and
We-
then
we
in a
went
better
there.
world, you can abort it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Oof.
too soon, man.
It's
Too
a-
soon.
That was a good
Too soon.
windup.
Yeah,
That was a
Craig.
good one. That was a
Yeah,
good
that
one.
was Craig, everybody.
Hey,
So,
man.
you know.
Believe
else?
all women.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So today we learned you should get a vasectomy.
Get a vasectomy.
Get a
Lo-
vasectomy,
Love
man.
your
Yeah.
grandmother
Love your grandmothers.
And your mothers.
and
Yeah.
your mother. Love all women.
Love all
Yeah.
women.
Well, not
If-
all of them, man.
Res-
Fuck that,
respect.
dude. Let's be real. Not all of them.
How about this?
Let's go
Respect
with
most women.
Yeah.
So can
Yes.
we settle on that?
Yeah.
Come
let's
up with
do
your
that.
own decisions on what
Yeah.
you want to do
Yeah.
concerning this.
And at
subject.
some point in time, bail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't stick with it just because she fucks well.
Yeah.
Just, you end up in fucking court like Johnny Depp just because that bitch got throat game.
This guy's fucking.
You know what I mean?
Tell
Come
us
on,
like
man.
it is.
You fucking know.
Where
I
did you
know.
find
I'm
this
not-
guy?
You're not wrong over here, dude. I'm just saying.
Fucking.
We're
We're trying to
having
end it
like-
on a positive note. You're fucking.
We have
You're
this like
giving us the-
mellow cookout, and this guy just shows up and just pummels meat and just brings this very strange angle to the conversation. But it was welcomed. It was good.
Wild card.
Yeah, man. I
wasn't aware of that, and I'm glad this happened. It's been fun talking to you and meeting you, but I kind of thought this was our platform.
No. Welcome to jail.
It works better in a four-way thing too. But then
Yeah.
I get that this is like your new beard minion, or
Yeah, he's my beard minion. Yeah.
Hey, whoa.
Yeah.
beard minion.
Partner.
You know what's cool though? If you've
Old
never
guy.
seen Craig, you could kind of just say you're Craig. If Craig gets
Yeah,
sick, like
yeah.
you could dye the beard and be like,
Oh,
I haven't seen Craig in a while.
Sharpie
Like,
it down
He's
a little
serious.
bit.
it's
He really
funny
let
'cause
himself
he
go.
really
Can you
is.
tell?
He really totally is a mini me.
Oh,
You
that's
know
what
I
he
mean?
keeps
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, he
but
is.
here's the thing.
Because
That's why it
No
works
one
so
knows
well.
you. They all know me.
this is great
Okay,
though.
we'll go with that.
But I
yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can bring some different guests in that
Yeah.
aren't familiar with you or your past, but
Right.
that it's just them
Yeah.
as Craig.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I've been hearing all these stories. Craig's gonna go this
Oh,
whole direction.
yeah.
I went over
Yeah.
there and it made total sense. He was talking about all this
Yeah.
crazy shit.
Yeah.
He wouldn't stop talking about Arby's and Sublime.
Yeah. There you go, man.
I was in Detroit and this chick started to pee in the car sunroof of a car. So
Oh, yeah.
I went and jumped in there and laid there, let her pee all over me, and
Good man.
stared at the Arby flaps as it dripped down onto my chin.
He's fucking up one of my stories. Dude.
Horse
That's what he's
sauce.
doing. Rude.
I have a good,
All right,
okay,
man.
I do have a good funny piss story.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
In a way.
Yeah.
So the first time I went to Austin, I was 17. We're on tour. The van died in Flagstaff.
Mhm.
We had to buy a new van and drive straight to Emo's to try to make this show. Missed the show, got there too late. The punks moved it to another party. Missed that. They had it on this rooftop,
Mhm.
like in downtown on like 6th Street. We were too late for that too. We got there at 4 a.m. We missed like 3 shows. It was,
Yeah.
and I'd never been to Austin yet. Like, so we're there, and I'd never really seen people partying that late out in public before.
Mhm.
You know, around here, everyone's like,
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5
Dude, it
in
was
the
4
morning.
in the morning,
People
and there
are
was like
partying.
hundreds of
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
in the street just like raging. And we also had done this crazy drive for like 16 straight hours, you know. So we're just buzzed from this ride, and we're all hanging out in this alley, just kind of like degassing from this ride. And the party on the roof is still happening. And we see this crusty chick kind of come up to the side, and she pops a squat and she just starts pissing into the alley that we're all in. But she can't see we're there because we're in the dark.
Oh, she
kinda.
doesn't know?
She has no
Oh,
idea. She's
okay.
in her own world up on this roof.
Oh
It's like a
my
1-story
God, man.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
so she's up there just like pissing, and like we're all watching this, like, wow, this is intense. Like, And there's this dude who I assume is from there. He wasn't one of us. He was like a local guy. He was talking to his friend and he sees this and he just runs up and he just starts drinking it.
Dude.
And it's like, it's hitting his face. Like, it's like loud. And it's wild. Everyone's just like, whoa. There's like 15 people watching this. Like, and he just finishes. She finishes and goes away. She has no idea.
She didn't know she voluntarily pissed in somebody's mouth.
And then he like kind of cleaned his face and walked back up to his bro. Like, well, anyway. And then his friend was like, no fucking way. But dude, that was literally like, and I was like, wow, Austin.
Dude, Austin's like, insane.
Whoa.
Yep. I have a Omaha, dude. Omaha is wild.
Wait, this is a piss story?
Piss story, dude.
Oh, wow.
Gnarly.
This is a
Let's hear it.
I'll give you a good one. So we show up in Omaha. We play at this fucking house. No. We played. Where did we play? We played a show. We played with High on Fire in Omaha, some fucking cool ass place.
Whoa.
It was like we randomly jumped on it. It was a Wrath tour. So my buddy Ryan lives at this house. That is it's much like the AT house, but nuts, like more nuts.
Edition.
So it's 9. It's a mansion split into 3, right? And the fucking one room has it's like 3 sides, big walls in between. So it's almost like a college dorm thing. But 9 rooms in the one 3-story, like 5 rooms in another one, blah, blah, blah. All these people are fucking psychos, dude. We're there for like, I don't know, 30 minutes, dude. And these fucking 2 weirdos roll up and they're like, what's up, guys? And they're doing the gallon challenge. Like they're drinking a gallon of milk. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever seen that shit where you try to drink a gallon of milk? I thought it was
a gallon of something else.
It gets there. Right. So no, it gets there. So we're fucking getting high. We walk into the house. There's people living in tents in the living room. There's fucking no dishes in the house, but all dirty dishes. It's chaos, dude. It looks like insane, right? So we're talking to these guys out on the patio and they're fucking like drinking milk and throwing up all over the lawn and shit. And we're like, what the fuck? It's 3 a.m, right? And so he goes, hey, would any of you guys pay us to fucking like, I'll piss in this guy's mouth for like $10. And we're like, yeah, we'll definitely pay you. So we fucking give this, we go, you got to do it first. And so we had this video. This guy fucking jumps up on this stoop and just starts pissing in his fucking friend's mouth after they've been puking and drinking milk and fucking all this shit. And I just walk up right as it's happening. And I'm like, and all the band, John C, fucking all these guys are standing around and they're like, this dude is straight pissing in this dude's mouth. He's fucking washing in it. Right. And then they stand there and they want to like have a conversation with us. And we're like, get the fuck away from us.
Yeah.
Like we gave them the $10 and then fucking get away from us, dude. Like we had to boot them out of their own fucking like house, essentially. I don't know. I think they live there. I don't know. We go there, we sleep.
You guys sound like bad guests. They try to bring you into their piss circle.
So
they try to do
like
the water sharing. That's how they water share.
No, if they live
trying to
there,
be inclusive with everybody.
There was literally 60 fucking people. So we end up sleeping wherever we can. Wake up the next morning, and this guy goes, "Hey, you guys want breakfast?" We're like, "Yeah, cool, dude." Like, sure. So he brings us fucking pancakes and scrambled eggs, but they have no dishes. So they just rip up 12-pack cardboard and they serve it on the 12-pack cardboard, dude. So we ate like eggs and bacon and fucking pancakes off of this thing and then got out there as fast as I don't think we've ever left the house. It was like 9:30 in the morning, dude. We were like out, dude. But these guys are pissing in each other's mouths for $10, dude.
It was a beautiful thing.
It was insane. Omaha, dude. Omaha is fucking bananas, dude. But yeah. What's up with piss? I don't know.
Yeah,
piss on tour.
It's always a good story.
Swap meet on Wednesdays.
Swap meet on Wednesdays.
Yep.
Come check them out. I appreciate you guys coming on.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you so much
for having us.
Thanks for having us. Dude. Yeah.
Salut. He cooks a mean steak.
Yeah.
Not bad, huh? Jay.
Oh, you did great, bro.
Thank you.
Really
Jay is always fucking.
I mean, let's be honest.
Jay's an incredible chef.
Here, right?
Yeah.
No, I do give him shit constantly.
He gives me shit all the time because Jay fucking knows how to cook. He's next level fucking grill master. But I have a pellet grill, so he thinks I'm gay. You know what I mean?
That's part of it.
Was that? Sure. I thought that steak had a bit of a.
Yeah. It had a little piss vibe on it, dude.
I knew it.
It tenderized
something I liked.
Tender.
All right, so.
Oh, I got some shit to plug.
Let's say
my other band, Earth Dogs. They just dropped their 7-inch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
To Live a Lie.
Slowly. They
My
their
other
7
dogs,
inch.
Earth dogs.
Dropped 7
Earth
inches.
Dogs.
Yeah.
Right in
7
Craig's
inch.
I'll
mouth.
find it on all the things, right? Bandcamp.
Yeah,
Spot. Is
they're
it on all the things?
platforms,
Is it? It's
yeah.
on all the platforms.
Mhm.
Okay.
To
Earth
Live a
Dogs.
Lie has physical copies of it.
Nice.
So
Okay.
that's going down.
Did you get vinyl and all that?
Yeah,
Nice, dude.
300 only. So act
Perfect.
quick
Perfect run, dude.
because you need it.
And you're not going to be playing any shows anytime soon, right?
No, I
Okay.
think the next Butcher endeavor is like October, November.
You'll be ready to roll by then.
Was it November? We're saying yes in November.
Yes to November.
Yes to November.
I played guitar for the first time at Crispy's house the other day.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, so you're working on it.
Yeah, I mean it's been a month, so I'm like going fucking crazy.
I know, dude. It's
They
insane.
can't draw, can't play, but so yeah,
Maybe we should go into the guitar direction.
Mm.
Oh,
we've
yeah.
been talking about it. Might do some dance music.
There you go.
Slide
What's up with you,
guitar,
Noel? You got
slide
anything
guitar
on?
with just your feet.
We've been talking
Yeah.
about this, but what about this?
Yeah, there you go.
That was
could be all made out
that
of
was
leather
talked
and
about
shit.
for Earth Dogs actually.
Yeah, there you go.
So
Hey, you got anything going on, Noel? New bands,
just
new
hanging.
projects? Just
I was just
swapping
doing
it up,
Butcher
dude.
and swapping.
All right, man. Beautiful.
I'm trying to work on this tan, dude. I'm trying to be a bronze god by the end of this.
That's right,
season.
dude.
working.
You're fucking almost
this
there,
thing.
dude. You're looking
You
good.
are right there.
Get some
You're right
hair.
there, dude.
that hair soaks
Yep.
up a lot of vitamin D.
It does.
Takes a lot of the energy, dude.
I know.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Good
Later.
night. All right.
Bye.
Love you guys.